Oh, please don't let me stop you.
Hi, I'm Jason. Welcome to -2 Charisma.
That's Jason. That's him.
That,
The real one.
that was real good. That was.
Yeah. I couldn't tell the difference.
That diction was non-regional as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Mockery is not fun. E.
It's the most highest form of flattery.
Identity theft is not a joke.
It's
In case anyone out there is wondering what takes me 23 minutes to start this episode every week, you get to listen to it. But thanks everybody for coming out for yet another week of our weird dungeon fetishes slash amateur voice acting session that we do here for a couple hours.
Dungeon fetish, that's what we're doing?
Fuck it. Don't
All right.
Don't yuck my yum.
Wow. That's the point of fetish, isn't it?
That's just true.
Yeah. It really is, right? Just, when in doubt. So, again, thanks everybody for coming out. We got again this week, our recurring sponsor, BB War Games, although, we don't have any maps this week from them. All the maps that we use that they create for us are available on BB War Games' Patreon account. The maps tonight, however, were my own building with the help of 2 Minute Tabletop, which is another great non-sponsor to check out. But if you're looking for Dungeons & Dragons maps, feel free to hit up me, and I can point you all the right directions. I know a bunch of people in the industry now because I'm well connected. No, I've just been Googling this shit for years. So if you guys want to know how to make your own or what I do to make these or who to reach out to get some custom maps, just hit me up either on Twitter or hop in our Discord. With that, we've got, again, as we say every week, just a ton of stuff that we're working on in the background. I think this week Ryan was grading for me, just with all the sheer amount of work that we were doing with everything else. I literally had to stop. There was a couple days ago, it was like Steam Summer Sale, had to download a game and just not do work. So
yep.
I did not do work on any of the stuff that we're working on for the last couple days. I've had to do real work, and I've just vegged. But I promise you I will not let that stop us. We have a ton of ideas and a ton of things that we are trying to put together to bring out old content as well as some new stuff, some lore, and just a couple other crazy ideas we're working on. So I'm really excited for it. Other than that, what's the Instagram count, Ryan? Is that your department?
Yeah, we've are about 350 approximately. About Treaty Fitty. Yeah, so we do stuff on Instagram. Please come hang out with us on Instagram. I post memes on occasion. They're funny sometimes. I did just drop a little bit of a sneak peek. You would have seen it if you watched our Charisma Trek wrap up, but we got some of the a sneak peek of the heraldry that we've been working on. So we got some of that up there. Hopefully, as things come around, I'll be able to drop more hints and sneaks, and so we'll be doing that sort of stuff on the Instagram. Yeah, check out it. We're on Twitter, on Facebook, all different variations and amalgamations of -2 Charisma. Yeah.
Great.
Very
Anybody else?
nice.
Anybody else working on anything?
I was doing some pictures and artwork, but it's kind of taken a backseat due to Daisy. But
A 3-day Daisy binge. Yeah. So again,
Those things I was working on.
Yeah, Daisy, you got no. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be doing performance reviews after the episode. Sit tight.
I'm
getting a raise.
I'm not.
That corner office I've always dreamed of.
But all right. So with that, we will go ahead and get started. So give me 2 seconds here while I boot up the old get started. I don't know. I just wanted music for the background here.
Music?
that music. So last week, you guys entered the manor of the Arcanel family. Immediately, things were awry. The house had an uncomfortable feeling to it as you walked through the halls and into the main chamber. Odd sounds and shadows moving around you didn't dismay the party for the most part. Many of you decided to venture off and to begin searching the surrounding estate, only to be assaulted by horrific visions and the darkness itself attacking you in a mental state. Val being moved to tears and wept for minutes while some of you were paralyzed with fear, just making your way through the home. Gremnik managed to stave off that fear, picked up some goodies for himself in one of the chambers. And after Master Kazoo decided to play a little game of chess with himself, stumbled on a sort of secret tunnel that led to the basement. The tunnel quickly closing. Val and Hayes followed him down, and the party was split. After searching around in the basement, you found the remains, or you found another sort of secret passage that led to an odd-looking terrarium, if you will. The inside, home to this corpse-devouring vegetation that not only devoured corpses, but also spit them back up at you. And after several rounds of combat with it, you decided to run, taking off out of the corridor, and barricading it via mark with several of the barrels and kegs that were lying on the ground. Up above, whatever monstrous creature was shaking and scraping the walls grabbed the High Inquisitor as you guys made your way downstairs, which in a pretty difficult fight ensued. As the shadows themselves seem to aid the monster in its attempt to take your lives. Victory in hand, we now find ourselves. Hayes, you've become unconscious after hearing the voice of fog in your head. The rest of you, the floor is yours.
Hayes, are you okay?
Lie there limp on the stairs.
Quaylen, something's up, man. You know,
Oh my.
I started crying, and now Hayes isn't moving. I think this is a bad place to be.
I would run over there and check, but for some reason, my legs don't seem to want to work either. It's like it's not my turn. I'm so sorry.
You know, I understand.
I'll come up with something. Oh, I seem to be free of my restraints. Something just changed in my peripherals, and I don't really know what happened, but I saw something move, and now I can move. So strange. Yes. What seems to be wrong
Look at
with
that.
the feline friend?
I don't know. He's just not waking up. I'm gonna prop Hayes up and make sure he's sitting comfortably for when he and if he awakes.
Slap him on the cheek a little bit.
Okay. Hayes.
Wake up!
Nothing.
Pull his tail a little bit. Here, the big way.
I don't know how to make that sound. I mean,
Nothing? Did he do anything?
don't pull too hard. Tails come off pretty easy.
Mark, come pull on this tail. Yeah, maybe you're right. Wait, what is wrong with him? Do I know? Can I find out what's wrong with him? Do I know what's wrong with him?
Make a medicine check, I guess.
I opened a lot of windows. Was he fine just a second ago?
He was.
I have no
Just
idea.
get out of that room.
In your medical opinion, he's unconscious. You have no idea why.
Seems to be unconscious. have no idea why.
Interesting.
Mark, carry him.
Mark reaches down, grabs him by the tail.
Careful with him. Like, cradle him.
Upstairs, so the shadow assailant has now just exploded in sort of fit of rage. What are you doing? Gremnik, Asto, Kalita, Adeptus.
Gonna quietly collect my crossbow bolts.
I'm like glancing around furtively and like eyeing the flickering shadows, flail at the ready.
Eh? You done? You ready for more? Where'd you go?
The High Inquisitor sort of grips his chest for a moment. Master Gremnik. Well played. Well played indeed, good sir. Your faith is very strong.
It's like I told you before. We're good at, well, not much, but smashing. That be among them.
Yes, I see. Adeptus, you've found yourself quite a good lot of friends. Oh,
Yes. He may not look like much, but old Grimnick can get you out of a jam
yes, I feel.
if needs be.
I still feel like I've been hit by a horse cart, but otherwise, everything seems to be in the right place. Now what?
You're skewered like one of them roast lizards back in Shulta. On a stick like.
Yes, well, I've never been, but I'll take your word for it. Well?
Fingernails on that creature.
Yes, I've never seen such an abomination before. No sort of undead of that caliber in all my days, for sure.
Slipped through me plate like it weren't there.
Right,
It was
guys.
no match for Lysander's light.
How about we go look for the others?
Aye, the cat, the gnome, elf.
Then where should we start? You were down in the basement, yes? I mean, did you see anything?
I saw nothing.
Peculiar.
I saw
Adeptus
nothing, but
heard something, but
I heard rumblings across the room, but Master Grimnick's shout brought us upstairs.
I saw him fall through the floor before we got tangled up with that shadow and bone mess. I'd say we should be looking down.
All right, well,
Logic would dictate.
would somebody else mind taking up the rear this time?
I shall.
always a priest taking up the rear.
I could have expected such a comment from you, knave.
After he grins. Having a few slowing issues.
Yeah, tokens are being a little sticky.
Yeah. It's a big map, and I think there's a lot of people playing, but that's all right. So just to use your words.
Do I hear something over there?
Going back downstairs. I'm just jumping over that downstairs.
Yeah. Gremnick's like heading down the stairs, flail at the ready, peering into the darkness.
Elf, Cat? Gnome?
Gremnick, that you?
Elf? Elf. Gnome? Cat?
No, well, they're here. I mean, I could tell you or scream to you.
Yeah, where are you, like?
We're
Mark, clap.
we're behind the walls. We can't get inside the main basement.
What do you mean you're behind the walls?
I could see you
Eh?
from the other side of the wall.
With what wall am I looking at here?
Up.
Are you sure it's this way? I didn't hear
Yeah, it's
anything.
Val.
But
Quiet.
I put my ear up to the wall.
Creep them out a bit.
Keep it down.
Let's creep them out a bit.
Lean down and listen.
Sounds like more of them.
We're in
Steady
the
yourself.
walls.
Yeah, just keep flapping your narrow little gums, Elf. I'll find you.
I really don't hear anything in this wall.
Gremnick.
If you have become an
Gremnick.
evil spirit, I will be forced to destroy you, Val.
It'd be a shame if she'd turned or some such, you know. Oh,
Hi.
Eh?
That's
what are you
weird.
doing down here?
I thought we were on the other side of the wall. That's
There
so
was
strange.
nothing in that wall at all.
Seem to interact with anything.
There
You're so
you
smart,
all are.
Colin.
It's about time. What took you so long?
Well, it's funny you should ask, Gnome.
I almost perished.
Oh, did you now?
It's right through there. Don't go. Terrible idea.
Yeah, there's something pretty evil plant through there.
Plenty thing.
Behind the wall.
What kind of plant?
Well, it spits up dead people. And
Don't
smells
mind.
disgusting.
Now, don't mind the dead plant. Come here, your friend is being a hassle. He won't wake up.
Bad plant what be spitting up dead folk. Give it into my stash, Elf. Or are you holding out on old Gremnick?
Quaylen's right. We should probably talk about this. Hayes has not been responding.
Yeah.
It might be the same thing that made me cry, but I don't know. He's not crying.
Yeah, what's going on? What's the matter with the cat? What's befallen you?
Gremnick, leans in to examine him.
With that, Hayes shoots up, grabs his tail. Oh, my tail! It collides heads with Gremnick.
Ah!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Gremnick jumps back, flail at the ready, raising his
Oh.
shield.
Oh! Who's touching my tail? Oh!
Hazy, are you okay?
What? I look around and just let my eyes adjust for a second and oh. Okay.
I think you were passed out.
I guess so. I'm not bleeding anywhere, am I? I touch my head, checking my body, my tail. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I didn't stab you this time.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. It looks that way. I don't have a hole in my chest, so that is good.
And I assure you, no one pulled your tail.
That is very
Did
strange.
they, Mark? Did they, Mark? No, not at all. Mark
What?
stood down.
Well, you see, this crumple in the end of my tail says that otherwise. It looks like a very heavy hand grabbed it.
You do
Mark.
keep that part rather clean at most times.
Shame on you, Mark. Shame on you.
This simply will not do. And I
It's
start
not a
licking my tail furiously. Oh,
The High Inquisitor, the High Inquisitor leans over to Adeptus. Yes, remember what I said to you upstairs, Master Theodore?
I do.
I may have been delusional. This is a shit show.
Well,
If you
I
want to
would not
see a shit
disagree
show,
with you.
if you want to see a shit show, look behind that cask over there. There's a shit show in there, I'll tell you.
Yes, but wouldn't be the first time I've looked behind a cask and found a problem.
Cask is it? And Gremnick starts examining the cask itself, not looking to move it, but trying to determine what's inside.
Hard to
can't
tell.
get that.
Hard to tell from the exterior. It looks like it would hold liquid.
Eh. Anyone got a dagger or something, to poke a little hole in here? See what's inside?
Or is there like an obvious spot for like a
There
bong?
is, yeah. So yeah, there is an obvious place where you would tap it if that's what you're looking for.
All right. Gremnick's gonna look around for a tap. Like around the room for a tap with which to tap it.
Yeah, make a perception check.
7.
You don't see anything in your immediate vicinity with which to I feel like tap it officially. I mean, of course, there's quite a few things that come to mind that you could use.
Well, everything's a nail to a hammer, don't you know?
And Gremnick knocks in the bung and holds out his newfound drinking horn to collect the streaming contents.
And as they pour out, it does seem. Make a wisdom save for me.
18.
It does seem to be. It seems to be alcohol. And it smells good.
Oh, I knew this place weren't all bad.
And with that, Gremnick raises the horn in a gesture of cheers to his companions and takes a drink.
The rest of you, on the other hand, it does not smell good. It smells of rot and death. And you watch as Gremnick just pours it down his throat. Sort of like viscous, vile, blackened goo that is just sort of pouring out of this cask.
Oh my.
First decent drink I had since I got into this place.
Anything, won't you, Master Grimney?
This is
What
straight
the-
even for you, dwarf.
Oh, well, like you never had yourself a drink out of a strange basement, like.
He holds out the horn into each of them in turn, trying to see if anybody wants a drink.
Yeah, it just takes a step back.
Quaylen leans in towards where he tapped the keg. Can I make these have real quick discern what exactly it is?
So you investigate the keg and you sort of shake it and you look through and you can't really see it. It smells awful. There seems to be something inside of it, like moving back and forth. After a few moments of trying to like figure out what it is, you begin to sort of shake. You have Mark sort of shaking the keg a little bit before you see just a finger pop out.
Dear God!
Yeah, don't go shaking it. You'll ruin it.
Kind of take a step back, lean in closer. Is it still moving?
The finger is not moving.
Is it Master Kazoo?
I do believe there is a body inside of Master Gremnick's precious liquid.
I do have a fine body to it.
Dear
Yeah.
God. Well played, sir. Well played. But I do mean a bipedal body. Okay. Mark, break the keg open.
Making it. All right, thank you. Roll damage.
9.
Yeah, and that's enough to do it. You watch as he just slams his fist down, his metal fist down, and the cake splinters open and outpours just this. And the smell almost makes many of you vomit, as the smell of just rot and decay. There is this sort of like liquid pours out, almost like an embalming fluid, inside several severed limbs of some sort of humanoid.
Oh
Dear
god.
God.
Does Gremnick still just see a waste of liquor?
You do not.
Gremnick's eyes go wide as he watches the filth spill out onto the floor. What? Oh! What the?
Mark, come away from there.
What possessed you to drink it?
But that were a fine booze, like I'm telling you.
Gremmick,
I poured it
roll
out.
roll a d100 for me.
You want me to roll a d100? Sure. Oh, 11.
$11, you say.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and roll a 1d10 for me.
That is a 6.
I have whispered you. Yeah, so the rest of you watch on as horror is just this like, again, this vile liquid comes pouring out of the keg. Gremnick's face sort of shocked.
Oh god. That's disgusting, Gremnick.
Oh, it's and with that, with kind of shaky, fumbling hands, Gremnick frantically starts packing his pipe full, like just packing the bowl full to the brim. He hurriedly stuffs the stem into his mouth and fumbles with his striker, trying to get it lit. Once he does, he just starts puffing on it furiously, like just frantically, like he can't smoke it fast enough.
If I just had some dead people juice, I'd be doing the same thing there.
His eyes dart around furtively as he continues to just puff and puff and puff and puff.
Perhaps we should leave this place. There, Master Dwarf. Steady, inhale, exhale. Good form.
Puts
Take a
his
step.
hand
Take
on
a step
Grimnick's
back.
shoulder. Steady yourself, Master Dwarf. I'm sure you've drunk worse.
Oh, that's for a new one for old Gremnick. Speaks the words with the pipe still in his mouth, like just puffing on it compulsively.
Yes, well, that was abhorrent.
Get out of here this way.
Dude, can we see the body? Like, are there distinguishable details on the body, in the cask?
Make a investigation check.
That's a 9.
Looking at them, they're very decayed. Something about maybe the liquid that they're being held in was helping accelerate that process. Or at least it must have. But it is a lot of it looks like at some point there was a full body in, and you're just seeing pieces that are still remaining. Humanoid, but it's very tough due to the decay to tell, gender or anything else.
I hope this is not the residence of this household.
Did they? Gremnick kind of struggles to speak as he's puffing on his pipe so furiously. You spoke of evil plants down here?
Oh yes, very much so. Behind the dead people juice, there is a plant made of also other dead people. There's a lot of dead people here.
You think, once again, puff, puff, puff. You think they were feeding that to that plant, like?
Well, he was eating something because
That seems highly probable.
Yes, I'd say so.
You want to crack it open and find out? Kind of chokes a little bit on his pipes.
I don't think we should leave it here by itself. So yeah, let's do what we do.
Yeah, I should attend to my wounds before we begin another fray.
Oh, I'm not feeling so hot myself.
Perhaps I could be of assistance to some of you if you'd like to take a bit of a reprieve. You sure? He looks down at the ground like he's moving away, like from the puddle that is of just goop that is just making its way across the floor. But perhaps a little less dead juice adjacent, yes?
Agreed. It's quite pungent.
Yes, I think there was a like a table by the entrance somewhere over here.
Nothing good to drink in this whole place.
We can always try another cask, Gremnick. Roll the dice.
Hey, we could check them out, couldn't we, Cat?
I can't believe you actually agreed with that. That's disgusting, Gremnick. You have an issue.
Well, you know, you don't know till you look, right?
Nick, you're surrounded by people who care about you.
We brought you to this table to heal our wound.
I've written this letter.
No.
Mark 1
No.
has something to say. Mark. Well said, Mark. I think Mark speaks for us all.
Why don't you just wait here? I'll be right back. I swear I ain't burning the house down.
Wait,
What?
wait, what? Mark, what are you trying to do?
Gremnick, no, why don't you stay here with us? That would be don't go off alone.
You're urinating. Don't get it on the stairs this time. Sick of standing in it.
Well, the shoes
Always when
do
he's in the lead, too, right? It's downhill.
You try sleeping next to him.
He doesn't even stop walking. He just goes.
Yeah, it made the lot of you stronger, don't you know it?
It stained my skin once.
You do realize I cannot wear shoes, correct?
Hey, but the way you be climbing, if you're on the ground, it's your fault.
Yes, the cat's feet smell like a piss house tavern.
Oh, don't go speaking of home now. Oh, I be missing a good piss house tavern right about now.
And pray tell, what city is the Piss House Tavern in?
Oh, yeah, wherever the wind blows me, like, don't you know?
Is this some sort of dwarven phrase?
Yeah, the piss house tavern. It be wherever I will be, whatever bar I be resting me elbows on that night. You know.
Exactly.
Home be a
fluid concept.
Never Master
Disturbing.
Grimnick Dwell.
Master Theodore, I wasn't aware that dwarves marked their territories like common dogs.
I did not say Master Grimnick answers for the rest of his kin. But in Master Grimnick's case, yes, this is very much so.
Yeah, unfortunate. I'll have to remind the god.
If that be the case, if that's how it work, marking it means owning it, well, I be owning the dungeon, that inn you apprehended me in, the boat, the greater part of the last province we were in.
Somebody else's boat.
So how long are you guys looking? What are you guys looking to do? You looking to take a short rest? What?
I think that's the idea, right?
I don't
Okay.
know about that. I mean, should we really be resting in the basement with a corpse found behind a broken wall in a haunted house?
Ain't napping around the weaver.
We'll all be like awake, right?
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's
just a short rest. Yeah, you're like an hour. Yeah.
I start playing music then.
Also, I'd like to cast daylight, which is 60 feet, and dim light, just so I can see more.
I'm playing my Song of Rest, so if any of you spend any hit dice, you get an extra d6. Not per hit dice, just 1d6 if you spend any. Just so you know, that's what I wrote this song about, so...
So how does that work?
Extra hit dice.
So, if you use a hit dice, if you heal at all, then you get an extra d6 of healing points. No, just once. I think.
I'm pretty well rested up. I'm not feeling too bad. I'm going to just keep a lookout while you guys take it easy.
Gremnick also seems to be maintaining a watch, although his pipe is just like puffing furiously, keeping a constant haze of smoke around his head.
Yeah, I need to heal. Let's go heal.
The smoke almost becomes choking. I mean, it's just constant. He's just constantly puffing for an hour. As smoke begins to sort of fill the cellar, with an interesting haze because of the daylight that is also shining in the cellar. So it's like you're outside, but also being chucked with pipe, like choked by pipe smoke.
Gremnick, you mind? I understand what you went through was pretty bad, but just a little easier, please.
Yeah.
Eh? Oh, I suppose I could, relax a little bit.
Although he doesn't seem to at all. Just still like puff, 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 puff.
Okay, good talk.
It's getting hard to see.
What is the next smoking?
It's just like a tobacco, like a
Okay.
like a non-narcotic smoke. But
Yeah, he didn't hotbox the cellar. I would have had you guys.
That's what
The corpse flower just like stumbles out. Oh man, that's so good.
you guys got any corpses, bro?
I get the munchies so bad.
What time is it, dude?
All right, so after roughly an hour of sort of tending to your wounds, those of you that are using your hit dice, does everybody understand how to use your hit dice? Is there anyone? I know we don't do this often.
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
No idea, but I don't need to heal. So
You what? You don't need to heal. Yeah.
I don't need to do it, whatever it is.
Fucking
I would like to
rogues.
understand the mechanics of it. Right. Some sturdy sea ladies.
So if you look at your character sheet, Adeptus,
Mm-hmm.
the hit dice. Oh, yeah. Right. So, all right. I'll show it to everyone.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So you have 6 of them that you can use. It's a D8. You can heal 1 D8, and you can use that as many of those as you want. That's what you get for a short rest until your next long rest.
If you just click on hit dice underneath it, it'll roll it for you.
All right. For my little rest, I've gained 6. Oh no, I can't rest.
So you can't get any hit points from from healing. You can get them from hit dice.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Does he get it from the Song of Rest? The
Mhm.
extra hit dice? Or the
Mhm.
extra 1d6?
Mhm.
Roll a d6, or has that been done?
You
can do it up to 6 times.
No, for Val's thing, did you say she added a 1d6 to my heals?
Yeah.
Or that?
Just one time.
Yeah,
One
just
time
one.
1d6.
So you have to roll it.
Yeah. And I will also burn my cure wounds, I think.
Oh.
Great.
Getting there. Everybody feeling better? Kremnik, it looks like you're partying over there.
Eh?
Wonder if you could put something else in your mouth.
What are you getting at, pointy ears?
I'm just saying, you're kind of choking us out here.
If I were choking you out, Elf, you'd be thanking me for it.
That stuff.
At least he hasn't changed.
Ah, sick of sitting about here. Let's go smashing. We ready for smashing?
Val, Asto, Hayes, you guys all hear what sounds like something rolling across the floor, almost like the sound of like a marble being dropped and sort of just rolling across the ceiling above.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
What are you
You
guys,
guys hear that?
Yeah. Were you guys playing with marbles while we were down here?
Eh?
There sounds like something rolling upstairs. Right, you heard it, right, Val?
I hear it. I think it sounds rolling, but to be honest, I haven't heard something roll on a floor above me too many times before, so I'm not sure if I could pinpoint the noise exactly to that.
But you heard something up there.
Yeah.
It could be the shadow creature's knuckles dragging across the floor.
Eh?
That brute.
It sounds more like cannonball rolling up on deck. You should go and have a look.
Huh.
I'm gonna
I
make
suppose
my way.
what choice do we have? The exit is upstairs.
What about you know, evil plant spitting bodies and whatnot?
I think we should take care of that first while we're down here. I mean, it's up to the group, of course, but I don't know. I think we take care of what is nearby first, and
Well, whatever's up there isn't going away, right?
Don't like leaving what could be smashed unsmashed. Like, don't you know? Don't like it.
Well, I would say of all the things, the plant is unlikely to relocate.
but it sort of spits out bodies, and before you know it, you'll be swimming in dead people.
That is a strong argument, Master Cat.
Gremnick shudders a little bit at the idea of swimming in dead people, like the liquid dead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gremnick. I didn't. Sorry.
Enough standing around. It's smashing time. Out me waist, fancy pants.
Can't wait to
Now,
start
where'd you say it was?
He starts just kind of like rapping on the wall with his flail.
Oh, this way. Val, actually, you're the one who found it, correct?
Yeah, I guess. It's behind here. We put this cask full of something in it in the way. Try not to drink out of this one. I'm not really strong enough to move it, so. But it's behind there, I promise.
Smash.
Go ahead and roll damage. 7 force. So he does. He just smashes it, and the cask itself has a little bit of liquid in the bottom that's kind of spurts out, but otherwise it's empty.
Oh, thank God.
Gremnick kind of starts kicking through the remains of the cask and holds his shield and flail up at the ready as he walks in.
Where you at, plant?
I'll be right behind you in an advisory role. Go ahead.
Don't see no plant.
There is definitely a plant.
Got his pipe in his mouth still. He's got like his hands full of weaponry, just puffing away, holding the stem in his teeth.
I see nothing either.
This here. Let's go back for a way, like.
I'm
Uh,
sure
Sure,
it
we
was
didn't go
down
that far. It
this
was right
way.
here.
Yeah.
Gremnick's gonna stop and examine the cavern and like look at the stonework because this like looks pretty different than the construction of where they just were. Wants to get an idea of how it was made.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
19.
So you look at the stonework, and it's less stonework; it's more of it's just sort of dirt that has been moved. The cavern itself looks like, again, it's very dense soil, as if, based on your estimation, the building on top has been sitting on top of it for quite some time. And it looks recently moved. You sort of put your nose in, you can sort of smell that that sort of scent that soil gives when it's been disturbed recently. I guess is what I'm saying. It's less of a cavern and more of a tunnel that's been dug. And you continue to make your way, like looking at the structure itself and the stone, some of the roots coming through, some of the dark patterns on the floor that look like they could be blood spray, the sort of weird symbols on the ground, and your eyes just continue to move to the weird vegetation growing on the ceiling. And as you look up, you see it begin to twitch and move and shake. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
there it is. DM, you might need to move the camera a bit.
Are you following me, camera guy? Because it's about to get up.
Messy.
I guess we didn't have the token board up yet, did we?
Doesn't matter. It still gets you.
Ah, sweet.
Like Astos did, where it's out of order
Hmm.
somehow.
Can you see what I rolled though?
Yeah, you rolled it the same as me, but for some reason off the board you're like 4 or 5 down.
It doesn't. It's not sorted yet. Give me a minute.
Oh, hey.
Really good Kalita. Who did that?
I've been listening for a while.
Someone doing a really good Kalita. Oh, you really nailed it. Well done.
Yeah, best one yet.
So yeah, I did not roll a 19 this year. I rolled 7.
Yeah, I didn't know you were present there. I tried to
Oh,
roll
you
for
rolled
Cleta.
for me. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, that's
I
fine.
mean, which one came first? You know?
The 7.
Oh my, that is some thunder outside.
Oh, really?
Boom, boom, boom.
Still quiet.
Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna see if there's any windows closing or anything.
Who rolled a 2?
Solomon Breakborn.
Right.
That
Inquisitor?
Inquisitor guy?
Not a single one of you has asked his name.
Not one.
The fucker didn't introduce himself.
He's the man. Why would we don't need his name.
Yeah, he's got a title.
It's part of the
Fine.
institution.
Yeah, nah. He's just falling on me.
Asto. So your eyes sort of follow Gremnix as he watches the pipe smoke. He begins to puff furiously. The pipe's still in his mouth as his eyes sort of land on the ceiling. Looking up, maybe 10 feet above you, 10 or 12 feet, you see this weird flower thing that is kind of writhing along the ceiling. Bits of like some sort of liquid, again, just sort of like spewing down from the ceiling as it maneuvers around. What do you want to do?
The flower seems to still be here, guys. 10. I can't reach it, right?
No, it is. Yeah, it's 10 or 12 feet above you. So
We'll pop a shot at it.
okay.
Do I have any advantages? Whatever.
No.
It's just normal.
An 11 misses. So the first shot, you're expecting this plant to just sort of be there, right? Like any normal tree or plant that you're shooting at, and then as you fire the bolt, the whole thing sort of like shifts and moves across the ceiling, sort of blending in with the shadows, and the bolt just slams against the ceiling and buries itself into the dirt.
You guys seeing this? That plant can walk?
It was on the ground last time.
Maybe reload and fire again at its new location.
It's really a beautiful plant.
Quite the acrobatic piece of vegetation. How curious.
Wonder if it's edible.
The second one now, noticing the movement, you fire anticipating, and this one does hit. 8 piercing damage. Just you watch the bolt just slam into one of the roots, and more of this sort of like black goo just sort of splatters against the floor, and it reeks. It sort of smells very similar to the smell in the other room.
That's cute. Just gonna step back and try and get a better look at it as it's moving along. And then my turn.
All right, Quaylen, you're up.
Let's take a step back and let Mark get close. Is he tall enough to reach the thing?
He is not. It is still 10 or 12 feet above you.
He's gonna try anyway. And while he does that, I will throw a little bit of powder in the air and hit him with a frostbite.
All right, before you do that, you took a step back.
Oh yeah, I did.
All right.
So
Yeah, but he wasn't. Where were you before you moved?
they move simultaneously.
Yeah.
You're
Right. As you go to move away,
Do
there's
not
an 8.
try.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah,
19 to hit.
right up beside it. Yeah, 19 would.
And 14 bludgeoning damage. I need you to make a
Jesus.
Constitution saving throw.
And I actually just noticed this. I actually have advantage on all Constitution saving. Or no, Wisdom. Damn it. Oh,
Mm.
12.
So you guys, the rest of you watch as Quaylen tries to back away and Mark tries to step in. The tentacles suddenly dart out from the ceiling, lashing at Quaylen's body. Quaylen, you take 14 bludgeoning and an additional 14 poison damage. As his little body just gets pushed and almost before Mark can fight his way in.
But if it lashed out at me, then does that mean Mark can hit it if it could hit me since I'm so short?
It's got a reach of 15 feet.
I'm very short.
3 feet tall. What is the distance of that plant?
You said he. Wait, yeah, hang on a second. You said he was on the roof, and Mark couldn't hit him when he was 10 feet.
I said it
and
was.
he has a
I
reach
know.
of
Well,
15, and
Mark.
I'm 3 feet.
Right. So I said it was 12 feet above you. It's got a reach of 15 feet. So it could have hit you even if you were 3 feet underground,
But I
or
was
two
5
feet
away.
underground. You weren't.
The square
What?
over is 5 feet, isn't it?
Right, but it's got a reach of.
No, I'm taking it. I'm fine. I'm hurt. I just did the math.
Mark is 6 feet tall. So even with his arms reaching straight up, he can reach how high?
His arms go down to like his knees, right?
He's got a 5-foot attack range, right? So if he's 6 feet plus 5, that's 11. It's just out of range. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I want him to hold you.
Take your beating and go the fuck home.
Maths.
Man.
Yeah, but hang on. No, I'm just kidding.
For all the DMs out there, don't let your players give you any shit. You know what? Now it's got a range of 25 feet.
I have to ask questions.
And the cavern is... And you know what? It's got a range of 50 feet, and the cavern is 75 feet tall. Somehow it still hits you.
Shit.
Make a death saving throw. Adeptus, you're up. Unless, is that the end of your turn, Quaylen? What are you doing?
No, because I was still casting this.
Right.
So he's still in his
Um,
That thing just take you out.
Nope. No, because I almost. Pretty close.
So what are you doing?
You have to make a
I do. What are you casting?
I frostbite. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the spell cast in my mistake.
With you guys. So nothing happens.
Yeah, so the ice just, again, you try to spew it up towards the ceiling, and the creature just sort of fights through it. It doesn't seem to have much of an effect. So sorry.
He can't reach a creature either.
Yeah, he's very upset. Val.
Pass. No. Adeptus. It's Adeptus's turn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep doing that. Adeptus.
Oh, well, with the few options left to him, Adeptus slings a stone at the creature. Have that, beast.
A 19 hits.
I hit it.
Yeah, and let's see. You want as you begin to get that sling going, and you huck the stone, and it does. You watch like a chunk of some of the vines go flying off, and just more of that sort of black goo just like dripping onto the ground.
I'm not too bad at this slinging thing. He seems rather pleased with himself. And that is my turn.
Now it's Valster.
So I'm gonna try and like mimic the sound of leaves being pulled off of a branch as I cast Dissonant Whispers at level 2. Yeah, you like that sound? Dirty, hairy, corpsey. Yeah, it don't feel good, does it? Feels good, doesn't it?
So it's a natural 20. It's a 22. Yeah. So it just doesn't. Yeah. You sort of weave the magic into the words. Just doesn't seem to affect it. The creature's still just sort of spasming and writhing against the ceiling.
What type are you uttering now, elf?
I'm just trying to scare it a little. I'm sorry. Hey.
That's quite all right.
And that she ends her turn.
Okay.
I end my turn. I don't know how to do this.
So with that, again, one of the flowers sort of like opens up, and this sort of like slime just sort of slops down in this big arc down to the bottom of the floor as this like corpse just comes slopping out of it onto the ground. I'm trying to. I can't grab it now. Why would you do this?
Hey, Hoey.
There we go. And then with that, it is going to lash out with his tentacles. One at you, Val. That is a 21 to hit. Make a Constitution saving throw for me. Or do you have a thing against charm, right? Not poison?
Oh, me? Yeah, charm.
Okay.
It's only advantage, so.
Yeah. So you take 9 bludgeoning damage and 14 poison damage.
Oh, God. I don't feel too good.
Adeptus. It's an 18 hit.
I have an armor class 18.
So an 18 hits. You take 11 bludgeoning damage. Make a Constitution saving throw. and 14 bludgeoning damage. 14 poison damage.
Oh wow.
The dice are in my favor tonight. Hayes,
Party
you're up.
wipe. The
Okay.
corpse. The corpse is he actively engaged in something? He just kind of stopped out, right?
He's still sort of just like slopped on the ground. Yeah.
Okay. The plant moved. The Adeptus and Mark 1 and Val and Kalita get attacks of opportunity.
The plant didn't move. It is still on the ceiling.
Oh, you just moved the token.
Yeah, I
Okay.
moved it just to. I had to get to the zombie.
Oh, okay. So it is pretty high up. I am tall, but not that tall. So I'm going to. What do we have here? Okay. I'm just going to take out my short bow, and with a normal arrow, I'm going to try to fire where it is attaching itself to the ceiling. I'm trying to make its footing unstable to dislodge it as best I can. Like at its like feet. Does it have feet?
You can't tell. It's got roots. There's writhing plant parts and flowers. It's tough to see feet.
Okay, yeah. So just where I'm shooting generally where it's attaching itself, trying to make it lose its footing.
Okay.
That is a 10.
A 10 misses. So as you're trying to attack at the base of the roots where you can see, it's sort of like floundering around. It's just sort of mesh with the roots that are like innately in the cavern itself, and the first shot just buries itself into the dirt.
Okay. That's kind of all I have. Yeah, that'll end my turn.
Okay. Gremnik. I guess it's just so you guys can see. It's above you like this, right? So realistically, just so you guys can tell. So none of you can get within that square, but it's really above you. Here.
Okay.
But there's like a whole square of space above you that...
What I was thinking about, yeah, because Mark's
Yeah.
deflect or whatever wouldn't work, so you're not technically.
Mhm.
So Grimnick kind of walks up behind Mark 1, trying to like see what's going on, past his metallic bulk. But he does catch an eyeful of the plant dropping zombies from the ceiling. His face kind of contorts in disgust.
Don't got time for none of you.
Takes the pipe out of his mouth and points it at the zombie and then at the plant up at the ceiling.
Yeah. All you walking dead. You just piss off now.
And with that, he casts. Whoops, that's not the one I was going for. Turn undead, anyways.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, I don't...
Uh-oh.
Yep. I had a feeling this was going to start a conversation.
What is that? A wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw. My spell save DC is a 16.
Okay, so I will give you... Yeah, so the one that is on the ground, you watch just noticeably sort of starts to turn, like its head is still on the ground. It just like cocks its head to Gremnick and just begins to like back up, like with its head still staring at you, mouth just like wide. It just like as close to the ground as it can get. It's gonna start trying to back away.
What's the challenge rating on a zombie?
It is a 1/4.
So it's not turned like running away; it's destroyed.
Okay, yeah. All right, okay.
That's the same for anything under 1/2. It's within
Yep.
30 feet that fails.
Okay, yeah. So, I'm sorry, the dog is just losing his mind.
He's cheering me on. I dig it.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you watch as the zombie's head cocks. Before it just like the light just like drains from it, you watch as the sort of steam just begins to sort of rise out of it. This sort of like evanescent, incorporeal like soul leaving the body. And from the inside, you watch the corpse flower just begin to sort of writhe manically as this like sort of steam just sort of pour out of it.
Party's over.
That's my turn.
Miss Kalita, you're up.
Big K in the house.
Did we lose Ange?
Hi guys.
Hi.
So, hey.
Do
Hi.
I have
Hi.
room to cast my erupting earth in a 20-foot cube centered kind of, I guess, off to the side here of the plant?
Link the spell. Like, click the spell for me. yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. No, I wanted to. Okay, that's fine. Hold on, let me read Erupting Earth for a moment. A fountain of churned earth stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning.
Are you like trying to knock it off the roof, like with your earth? Because it's like a dirt roof, right?
A growing column.
I imagine more like squishing it, like from the bottom.
Crushed it, right? We
Yeah,
crushed
like
5 feet through the snow.
Okay. All right. Dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Is it a dexterous plant? Let's find it.
It's got some skills. It is. So you watch as these Kalita's just her sort of eyes begin to glow as she, holds her hand out as the earth itself begins to shake underneath you guys. This massive bit of stone and rock and debris just comes flying up in the area above you, almost creating a straight wall in front of Mark and Adeptus. The ground just sort of slamming into it. You watch as the plane just begins to sort of shuffle across the ceiling, but it still takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
So can we see it, or is he just buried in dirt?
No, you can still see it. He's still active up there. The dirt kind of like all falls to the ground in a big mound. So it's like where it came from, the hole that it came from, it just like erupted up.
So if we
and then
climb the mountain,
fell
we
right
can
back
reach
down. No, it's fallen right back down.
That was cool. That's my thing.
This is a neat trick.
Oh, cool.
The creature
Alright, I'm
didn't
done.
enjoy that at all, Kalida.
What?
Or with that, he's going to come in here. Solomon, what are you going to do? And he is going to cast. Sorry. He is going to cast Spirit Guardians. Oops, I didn't need to do that at level 3. Oh, yeah, I did. So you guys watch as these the symbol of Lathander that he holds up just sort of bursts this bright light as these small forms of glowing light, swords and shields in hand, just begin to radiate around the area around him. So he's got 15-foot radius, and the creature has to make a Wisdom saving throw. Which it fails. So he's going to take 18 points of radiant damage. She watches all these like tiny little figures of light and so like little soldiers almost just start tearing into the creature, pulling chunks of it off, like slashing into it.
The might of Lathander's little helpers. You rotten creature.
Bah, somebody knock that down so I can smoke it already.
Well, with that, Asto, it is your turn.
You've already drunken it. Might as well smoke it.
I'm gonna shuffle through the crowd. Go over here. Shoot it.
Yeah, 23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And gonna reload and fire again immediately.
Okay. So the first bolt, it sort of rides around 25 hits. Go ahead and roll. Another 8, so 15 points total. It's just more of this black viscous liquid just spews across the chamber.
And my turn.
All right, Quaylen, you're up.
I think I've come up with something. Do you get the spell slots back from short rest? But some places don't.
No. Certain classes do, but you do not.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Speak up.
No, I was just wondering if I did or not.
I know, I just couldn't hear you.
Then I have nothing. Keep swinging, Mark. I guess I'll try to cast Frostbite again.
Constitution?
Pass. I'm doing nothing over here. You guys are doing great. Keep swinging, Mark.
If at first you don't succeed, Adeptus. James. James.
Jay.
My name's
Jack.
Kid.
My name is
James.
I mean, Aster, you would know if he's there.
I am in a different room, but I will check on his whereabouts.
Tunes.
Yo.
Hello.
Yeah, we guys.
Oh Jesus.
Right. I shall cast Scorching Rays at the creature. I do the 3, isn't it?
Yes. So, each one is a separate attack. Yes. The first one hits, the second one hits, and the third one hits.
Well, I've begun smoking the creature for you, Gremnik. You should be prepared in about an hour.
Oh, I knew I could count on you, priest. I'll save you a little.
And will I roll the damage for each individual one?
Yes. Yes.
Aha!
Yeah, and this sort of bright, radiant light just sort of bursts out from Adeptus's hands as they sort of rip towards the ceiling, and you watch as like bits and chunks of the creature just kind of burn and fall off. 18 points.
Adeptus Center falls to one knee, clearly injured. And that is my turn.
Miss Val.
Alright, you're not gonna like the sound of this. Yeah, you know what that is? That's you being ripped. Yeah. And she casts Dissonant Whispers again.
I don't even want to know you were just ripping, do I?
It's just paper. Technically, it came from trees.
I'll take it. Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. Ugh.
This is the wisest one I know.
21. Yeah.
You're not afraid of anything, are you?
You are a wise person of rotten rhymes, my friend.
I'll find something, I swear.
We could all take a leaf out of the dead creature's book and follow in wisdom.
As a bonus action, she's going to cast. Not cast. Mantle of Inspiration. On Quaylen, Kalita, and Master Adeptus.
Okay, so as you guys watch, is Val,
And
continues to...
too.
It's who? And who?
Inquisitor.
Oh, yes.
Solomon.
Oh,
She-
Swizzy.
So as Val, attempts to project this sort of like psychic sound, and failing, a little frustrated, you watch the form just illuminates in front of you. This radiant beauty that catches the people that were named. So you guys can move up to your movement speed.
Yeah.
And you get how many temporary hit points?
8. 8 temporary hit points.
Beautiful.
Quaylen, Adeptus, Kalita, and Solomon.
I feel so inspired despite the terrible sound of ripping paper. It sounds like...
Adeptus, do you want to move or are you going to stay where you are?
I can't make it to up above Quaylen, or can I? Can I push through everyone, or...?
You could get above Val.
Oh, sorry, that's actually, yeah, because I can't actually see. Yeah, that's where I want to go.
Okay.
Hello, Master Cat.
Hello there, priest.
Kalita want to move, or she can stay where she is?
I'll stay.
Okay. Well, does a 12 hit you?
Oh, it's attacking me? No, 12 doesn't hit me.
Okay. And the Inquisitor 14 does not hit. It has, yeah. So it just sort of rides around, the tentacles flailing out at the Inquisitor and at Kalita, both managing to sort of fend them off. Hayes, you're up.
Oh, it is me. Okay. So the only thing I can do is until it's off the ceiling, I'm gonna try to keep hitting it with my my bow and arrow. And take that. That is a 16.
16 hits.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. That is a 7 piercing, and do I get stick because he's engaged with other things?
He is not engaged. He is too far away. There's nothing within 5 feet of him.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so only 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. And you watch the bolt slams into one of the roots again, sort of pinning it to the dirt behind as it rips itself out. More of that black goo just spills out onto the ground. Writhing around in maybe agony. I don't know. None of you speak plant except for maybe Kalita. Gremnik, you're up.
Gremnik moves up the side mark this time and reaches for his flask. He seems to have trouble getting the pipe out of his mouth for a moment, but he does, and he takes a swig and casts a guiding bolt at the plant, level 2. It's 26. I'm going to say yes at 26.
Yes, a 26 hits. Sorry, I was reading something somebody else sent me.
All good. And that's at level 2. Oh, look at all those ones. Look at all those. Oh, man, I quit. I'm done.
It's a lot of ones. It's a lot. But it's almost like a small straight.
Oh, wang.
Fibonacci numbers there. You got it. Good.
Oh, brutal. Every time I expend a higher level spell slot, it just shits the bed. Unless it's healing. Yeah, 5 radiant damage then.
8.
Or 8. Yeah, sorry, 8. 3 and 5.
Yes, the bolt of radiant energy just illuminates out of Gremnik's. What was it? A belch for guiding bolt? How do you guiding bolt? That's
guiding
Toll the Dead,
bolt
right?
is like guiding bolt is the spitting the flaming liquor.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. And it just bursts out into this stream, and it just sort of barely cascades off the side, but you can watch as it cringes, and some of the weird fleshy body sort of burns with this radiant light.
He kind of hops from foot to foot, waving his flail at the thing that's clearly out of his reach. The pipe firmly affixed in his mouth, puffing frantically.
Kalita.
That's his turn.
I'm gonna wing some ice knives up at it.
$24 hits.
Nice.
Dex save for the cold damage, right?
That's what it says.
What's the range on ice knives? What is where does it explode to?
60.
I think the explosion's 5 feet, if I remember right.
Is it 5? I hope it's 5, not 10. Oh, I mean, I hope it's 10, not 5. Fails. Yeah, so it also takes the cold damage. So 10 points of damage as the this icy knife just flies out of Kalita, the knife hitting burying itself into the creature and then just exploding sort of within it. You watch these shards of ice just sort of spew out of it.
Just says create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range.
Yeah, but there's more cold damage, isn't there?
The target and each creature within 5 feet of it.
5 feet, okay. Shucks. Little shards of little snowy ice. It's kind of pretty, just kind of falls down.
Aw.
Almost like it's snowing.
Merry Christmas.
You clearly like your salad chilled.
Oh, I forgot to do this on its turn, but hold on.
I thought all salad was chilled. I've never had a hot salad before.
Well, you've never clearly been to Desert Barney's. Everything's warm there.
Even their hearts.
All right,
And
he's
they're
gonna. So these Spirit Guardian, I forgot to do this on its turn. I'm just gonna do it now. Spirit Guardians.
Will those things stick around?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
They're still just hanging out, fending off the roots. And it is a wisdom. Sorry, I should have known. Silly.
Pulse the creature, midgets of light.
Oh, and it fails. So it takes. $16 points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
And then he is going to start recanting and regaling some of the sermons of holy moly, Lathander. Wow. Oh God. I don't know what just happened. And I'm going to give that to Adeptus, Quaylen, Val. Oh, you're fully healed too, huh? Oh, and himself.
13.
You guys all heal 13 hit points, yep.
Oh,
I haven't felt this young in years.
Crazy.
wow, you
Hi.
look young.
Watch me do a little jig. Expect to heal me.
Much good work, Master Gnome.
And I bow to you, love. I never really figured out how you walk on those things.
Asto, you're up.
Shit. You're the first one to attack after that guiding bolt, right, Asto? You should have got advantage on your first crossbow.
Oh.
I mean, they definitely hit, but go just see if you roll a crit.
I roll a crit.
Just attack one more time.
Advantage, I would have had sneak. No?
Yeah, I think
Yep,
so.
yep. Also, nobody's around you, so you're not within 5 feet of anybody. You would have it anyways.
You sneaky seaman.
So go ahead. It's the same roll, so go ahead and do it.
That's what my girlfriend says.
She's marrying you. Look, I'm winning.
Is that what was that? Did you say your girlfriend in quotes? Because I don't know where sneaky seaman would. She thinks she like she's
It
your girlfriend, but
always
she,
takes her by surprise.
like she doesn't know she's your girlfriend.
With someone else, like
Why
a
does
prison wife.
I thought that was more like surprise.
Surprise, we fucking.
What is happening?
I don't know. I don't. I also don't know. I don't know in depth. This
Tell
is
apart
this
real
the
quick.
USA.
No,
Um, So you watch the first crossbow bolts like slams into the creature. It's spewing this sort of vile black liquid everywhere. Its form sort of just slips off the roof for a second. Chunks of dirt come smashing down onto the ground as it tries to regain its grasp. You fire one more crossbow bolt into it, slams into one of the flowers, and the entire thing just sort of erupts, and this just like gooey mess just sort of like falls from the ceiling before it just sort of hangs there and slops to the ground.
Quickly, Master Grimnick, get your tankard. You can catch some of it for round 2.
Ah, it ain't my tankard catching it this time.
And he starts wailing on the form on the ground with his flail, kind of mulching it up, just like mashing it into a paste.
Gremnik, I don't know. As this.
Get help better stay quiet, cat.
Oh no, Gremnik, buddy, please. It is really, really dead. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, and as you're sort of mashing it up, there's like other like body parts and things sort of like falling out of it, and like just chunks of corpses like coming out.
All right, this stinks. I'm leaving this room.
That is a human leg that just. Gremnik, come on, man.
Val, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Who?
You.
Doing triple advantage. 13.
So as you step out, you kind of like, again, your stomach sort of turning at the sound and the weird corruption of nature in the other room. It's just a combination of everything. You sort of come out and you slip a little bit on the goo that is still all that permeates this chamber, this sort of like thick black liquid. You feel yourself falling towards it. Again, as you sort of see your reflection in the goo as you get closer and closer to the ground, and it's just sort of smiling wickedly at you, and it just turns into the face of that flower as it just begins to swallow you whole. Go ahead and roll a 1d100 for me.
Whoa. I clicked it a few times. I thought it wasn't 22.
Or 54. Or 55.
Sorry.
Our best offer yet.
I'm growing.
Our dice rolls will not be beat.
Increases.
And 1d10.
Okay. 4. You know, I always like the number 4. But 5 best friends is better.
And your liver's burst.
Xenomorph bursts through your chest.
Whew.
That worked out well. What are the rest of you doing?
Doing my crossbow bolts.
I'm trying to calm down Gremnik over here.
Gremnik's being a food processor and smashing this thing to a pulp.
Listen, it's already a paste. You can't. It is pretty well processed. Go.
Yeah. I think it's dead.
It is definitely dead.
But is it dead enough?
I'm sure it is. Please, Gremnik. I tell you what. And I go into my bag and I get my last little flask of oil
and pour it down. And just take out my tinder box and I pour the oil on the plant and I spark a flame.
Kremnik watches, kind of leans in, the flames reflecting off of his eyes as his expression changes to more of a menacing grin.
It needs to burn.
Aster takes the skull from his hip and holds it out towards the fire and starts warming it.
You okay, Astor?
I'm good. I'm good.
There he's playing with that bloody skull again.
He's watching the light reflect off the smoothness of the skull for a couple of seconds and then attaches it back to his hip.
Get away! Get away! Get away! Get away! Get away!
Where
Get
did
off
Al
me!
go, you guys?
Eh?
The
Did you-
pointy-eared elf.
Yeah.
She okay?
What's that elf got herself into this time?
Got it.
So I want to check on her. I want to see what's further down in here. If you need help, just shout.
I think I've had quite enough of caves for today. I'll go check on the so crazy one. Back out this slip.
Ah! Quaylen!
Ow!
Don't
Ah.
go into liquid! It's eating me! It's eating me!
Mark, go fetch her. She's gone insane.
No! Leave me alone! I gotta get out of this!
Pick her up.
There. Let's see. Dark
Ah, big
tunnel.
giant robot!
full of
Oh my
monsters.
god! Oh my god! Liquid robot! Ah!
Is there anything wrong out
Yes.
here?
It looks the same. Make a perception check. What was your roll?
So it was a 7. Sorry.
So, yeah, I mean, it all looks normal. I mean, minus Val is now just covered in this like gross liquid, head to toe. She is just like sort of writhing around in it, trying desperately to get away from it, and falling and like pulling herself back towards it, and almost like I don't know, she's doing some sort of weird interpretive dance inside this disgusting mess that's on the floor.
Okay, come here. Let me take this rag out of my pocket. We get you cleaned up. Just stop moving. Mark, get her in the corner. Hold it.
Don't touch me!
Oh, hold
Nothing touches
it. Come
me!
back.
Except this liquid. I can't get it off.
Can I try to wipe it off of her? Is that a tinker?
Yeah,
check?
no, it doesn't take. I mean, it takes a lot. The rag that you had is probably best thrown away.
Mark, dispose of this. Is there anything else around here I can wipe you off with? I don't think so. Some more barrels of goo.
Leave me alone! You're so tiny! Oh my god.
Mac, I can't chase you all over this place.
There's no way you can help me. You're way too tiny.
Yeah, Mac!
Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
I don't know how to help you.
There's something behind you! Oh my god!
Wait, is there?
You don't see anything.
Is there something
She's
back
just
here?
like she's she's freaking you out. Yep.
I've gotta go. I've gotta go.
No, don't go anywhere.
I gotta go. Oh no, they're cornering me!
Somebody else!
Get away!
Over to the town.
What are the rest of you doing?
Follow Hayes.
Appreciate that, Asto. I don't think any of us should be completely alone here.
Just gives a little nod.
Gremnik, we could use your underground expertise.
I shall come also, but my wounds need attending to. Master Gremnik, can you assist? Or are you still in blend mode?
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. What were you saying?
I am my wounds. Can you assist?
You leaking, priest. Oh, see what old Grimnick's got.
Yes, but at the front bit this time, not the back.
Oh, you cracked me up. Yeah. Well, all of you who's hurting, you gather around. Old Grimnick's got a little something. Who's got holes what need patching?
Yeah, I could also use a bit of reprieve, Master Gromnik.
Gremnik
Yes,
yells
that thing
out.
fingered you pretty good, High Inquisitor.
Yes, well, not as bad as I did it.
Gremnik yells out into the basement where they came from.
Elf! Gnome! Get in here! Gotta fix you up!
Don't worry about
Yes,
it.
High Inquisitor.
Every little
Cameron
thing.
panting.
My hand to really slap that thing around the face.
I need someone to
With
get
its light rod.
the elf.
Don't worry.
The pipe can't do it?
He's trying.
What say
What was
you,
that?
Gnome?
Dad?
Well, what about the elf?
She's gone completely insane. Quickly, priest. She's been possessed.
Not
A
again.
possession?
No, get
In
away.
South, I would not put it past such a place.
Gremnik? Gremnik, is that you?
High Inquisitor, we may need your skills.
I'm
for
here,
this
Gremnik.
session.
Gremnik sighs. and
It is
Wait.
I may be able to assist. Yes, I will.
Prepare the boiling water and the towels.
Oh my, is that really necessary?
Fetch me the candle wax.
Go for the fluid, Gremnik. It's bad
Is
fluid.
that started a protocol?
Get behind me.
Where's the elf? Elf!
Gremnik, those noises. I
You
gotta
guys-
go.
And you can see she's down, like just talking to the cask. Hayes
Gremnik, are you
and Hayes and Hesto. What
Gremnik, don't just stand there. Gotta leave.
What are you going on about?
Yes.
Mr. Grimnik, before we attend to the elf's possession, might you aid me with my healing?
Aye. Just get that elf in here with us. I think she might be bleeding a bit as well. As much as it pains me to do anything about it.
Bleeding from her
Gremnik, are you
bloody head.
the cellar is flooded with lizard people, and they're coming for you and Gremnik.
Oh God, Gremnik, we gotta go. Gremnik, I
Aye,
can't
you
leave
got-
you.
Go to
Gremnik,
Gremnik.
you gotta
Aye.
go. Gremnik,
Wait, where-
come on.
Where is she? Can I see her? All I have to
I
do
start,
is
I
see
start
her.
pulling the cast
Down
with
this
me,
way, Master Grimnik.
trying to.
Alright, everyone get where I can see you. We'll do this quick.
Come on, Gremnik. Come on. I can pull you out of here.
Val, I've always loved you. Just go without me. Leave me. I'll fend off the lizard folk.
That
guess
was
this
a
would be your end.
fantastic Gremnik, by the way. Oh my god. I can't wait to go somewhere with more dwarves.
I guess it is natural you end with the lizards. I gotta go. I'm leaving.
Ah, they can't have me. I'll take them all.
I book upstairs. Like I book. Like I'm dashing. Trying to run, trying to find some exit.
Ah. Oh, forget the elf. I'll heal us.
It's just she just like tenderly leaves this cask like in the middle of the floor as it's just sort of like wobbling back and forth, like rolling around, and she's just like looking at it with like eyes filled with tears as she darts up the stairs. Asto and Hayes. Okay, so you guys are in the tunnel. You're further down. The walls just sort of continue before ending abruptly. It looks like you can hear some commotion on the other side of the wall, Hayes. You see what looks like another one of those sort of trick doors that leads to the other side. But go ahead and make a investigation check for the tunnel itself. I'll give you advantage, everyone wants to do it.
I've got a pretty good investigation.
Then you should do it. Because
Advantage. Oh, that's a natural 20. 27 total.
So as you're looking around the tunnel, I mean, it looks like it was carved out, and maybe there was intent to go further. However, it just it stops fairly abruptly, as if unfinished. There's no tools, which is a little odd. And you start poking around through the loose dirt, trying to find, any sort of clue as to how it became or when it was dug. In the dirt, you find sort of this dirty old box, and you sort of claw some of it away and you pull it out of the ground itself. It looks old and like it's been buried for some time.
Oh, what is this?
good find, Master Hayes. True treasure hunter.
Yeah, that's sort of in my blood. I'm going to wipe off the top, and I'm just going to slowly turn the box. And the first thing I do is I'm looking for any sort of weird mechanism or a latch that looks like it might cause me trouble if I try to open.
So I'll give you the same investigation check. It is. It doesn't seem like there's any traps or anything that's not even locked. It looks like maybe it was just, for whatever reason, buried before the house was built.
As though it looks safe, but I'm going to open it just in case. Just make sure that you have your crossbow ready should anything, jump out. I don't know. There might be like a djinn in here and something. Who knows?
I got you, mate. I got you. Step back with the crossbow. The box.
I'm going to slowly open the box, not quite thrusting it, and just kind of peering through the crack of the lid as I do so.
So as you slowly open the box, the commotion getting louder and louder in the hallway. You're distracted a little bit, but as you open it fully, it's dusty, old, like the smell of sort of like mold in the interior of the wood sort of hits you hard in the nostrils. But inside are just a set of two, maybe 4-inch turquoise figurines, one of a creature you're not familiar with. You've never seen it before, but it's got 4 sort of stubby legs and a big body on this long trunk, and another of a horse.
Hey,
Got that.
have you seen anything like this before?
Have I seen the creature he doesn't know?
Make a history check.
Is it a sea creature?
No, you're also unfamiliar with it.
Well, I am most unfamiliar with this thing. But that one's a horse.
Of course. A horse. Of course, it's a horse. Of course. But who's heard of a talking horse? No. So yes. I don't know. Think maybe we show this to the High Inquisitor, because this is I've never even a figurine out of turquoise. It's quite interesting. It looks like it's worth some money.
We should definitely do that. Is there any other reason to check around this kit?
I don't know. It's a from what I can tell anyway. It seems just to end there, and this looks very similar over here to how we got into the other side of the.
It looks like start of a smuggler's passage.
A bit, right?
Lazy work.
Done in a hurry for sure. I don't see any tools though. Usually they just, weird. Okay. Do you hear that? It seems like something's coming from behind the wall here.
Something's coming from behind every wall in this house, apparently.
True. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to go through. I bet this leads on to the main room. I hope anyway. So yeah, I'm going to try to open the hidden door.
Make an investigation check. We'll give you another one now.
Okay. Normal or advantage?
Advantage.
That is a 26.
26. So very quickly you find the small latch that undoes the door, and it's painted to look very similar to the stone. And as you sort of push it in, it's like a pocket door, and it just sort of slides inwards. Outside, you see all your friends sort of gathered behind some of the kegs, looking up, and you see Val rush up the stairs.
If I could get through.
You appear to be stuck.
It's gonna go the long way around.
Just give me a moment, you swine.
Aha!
You're there. Carry me.
Oh, hey! Hey, Quillan. Where is Val going?
I have no idea. She's gone completely mad. Where did you come from?
Oh, just the door behind me. Point back to the passage.
Grabnik lowers his flail that he had raised to the ready at the sound of the door opening.
Cat, Elf's got mad. Can you use your long legs to go chase her down for me?
Okay. Please be close behind. We did hear something upstairs, so yeah, we should go after her. Actually, she could be in great danger knowing this house.
I just gotta patch this lot up first.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With that, Gremnik casts Prayer of Healing on everyone in sight.
Juice me, dwarf.
Give me the juice.
The bread and the lamb spread.
So that's 13 plus 2 plus... that's a second level spell? Yeah, so 13 plus 2 plus 2. On everyone in sight.
Plus 2 plus 2?
Yeah. So with Disciple of Life, when you cast healing spells, it gets the additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level.
I'm quite top notch now.
Where's the Inquisitor?
Said you won. Juan, how are you here?
I'm running up the stairs.
Stowe's gonna follow Hayes.
No, it's horrible without you. We missed you.
Yes.
Come on, we gotta go. There's lizards downstairs. We have to get out of here. Come on, we'll talk about this later. Come on.
No, Val, come this way. See, happiness is an illusion. It doesn't actually exist. But come with me. This way. I know the way.
You know the way?
I know the way.
Do you know the way?
Whatever gets rid of this. Let's go. Show me, Juan. How are you alive? I saw you die.
It's a long story.
Yeah, we've gone on some
I
adventures.
don't remember
too.
what Juan sounds like.
Spoke entirely in like
Yeah,
quotes.
that's what I was trying to find real quick.
Just as the mist disappears in the sunrise, we too must vanish.
Thank you.
Oh, I miss him.
That is sound. I will follow that.
I would go upstairs if my token could get up.
You're all so needy.
Give me your teat, I wish to suckle.
Where are you, Hayes? I don't even know where you put yourself.
Oh, I'm like stacked on everybody on the stairs. Hold on,
Okay.
I'll separate myself.
I
out.
got you.
We're all here now.
We all float down here.
I was doing that in Rust to people. I was like, come here, Georgie.
I feel you'd make a good murderous xenomorph clown. You're looking for a fallback career.
Who, me or Chris?
Actually,
Chris just did it so well. I looked behind my own back.
It's a pretty cutthroat world, though.
It is, yeah. It's a rough, really a niche market, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, did the
Health
Inquisitor
package sucks.
get hit with that healing?
Well, yeah. Well, how much was it, by the way? 13.
It was.
Oh, he
plus
did.
2 plus 3 more.
He
So
did.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. He's looking real good.
Where's Juan taking me?
Into the next room, into the study.
Val,
Elf!
Guys, come here.
where are you?
Where am I?
Get away from the lizards. Juan's gonna help us.
She say one?
Said she's talking about bed sheet.
What the hell is a wand?
Oh.
Let me tell you about the time.
Juan,
I
where'd you
heard
go?
about the lizard already.
You might not heard it all, though.
Val, where are you?
Juan? Over here.
Val, one is dead.
I assure you he's not dead.
Oh, I assure you he is.
I thought so too.
What on earth are you prattling on about?
I don't think Val is okay.
So Juan sort of takes you over to the bookshelf, and begins sort of like looking through the books with you. My child, wisdom is much like the leaves of a page over here. To find it, we must only turn to the next one.
Here?
Yep.
Ah. Always so wise, Juan.
What are the rest of you doing? I know that the tokens are going very slowly,
Having a
but
particularly difficult
yeah.
time getting through this door. Where to?
Gremlin's
We're looking
found Val's voice. Head on the swivel, looking for this wand she's talking about.
The Lesser Ida.
Sorry to be a pain. Can I get the 60 feet of daylight? I don't know if it's still going. I think it's 3 hours.
yeah. Is it single place or?
does that mean?
Is it stationary or does
Oh,
it follow
it's,
you?
yeah, it's something. Yeah, it follow. It's like the original one. I give it to an object.
Oh, okay.
It's basically. I think it's just like a more powerful one. Instead of 20, it's 60.
So
Okay.
powerful.
So you guys make your way. You
Just
follow Val's voice. You follow her voice into the study. Again, the daylight sort of casting all the shadows out of the room, and the room seeming sort of damp and dull as the shadows sort of leave it. The daylight, emanating from Adeptus, sort of, you watch it almost scurry away like insects in the corners of the walls. And as you get closer to the door frame, you can see as the light sort of spills in to the room. Val, standing there, looking down, reading a passage in a book. Next to her, large, bony fingers crawling around the edge of her shoulders as she sort of smiles and looks up at him. This twisted, fleshy, skull-like face sort of staring down in this wicked smile. She says, "You sure are wise."
You sure are wise.
And we'll go ahead and take our break.
Alright.
All right. And when we come back, we will resolve this. So thank you guys for sticking around. Talman, thanks for joining us as always. And I don't know that we hit our goals tonight, but we will go ahead and be back
We hit
in...
10.
Sure. Okay. Well, then type gross into the chat because that's what tonight's been. And I will, and we'll be back in 10 or 15 minutes.
Great.
Oh, man.
Hey everybody, my name is Ryan, and I play Haze of the Field of the Five Best Friends. Enjoying the story so far? Catch a live episode on Twitch, twitch.tv/2 charisma. Thanks so much, see you there.
The energy tonight is much better, thank you. And we're back.
Yeah, it's stuck at 11 tonight.
Just a lot of playing with cameras, a lot of singing songs. I'm sorry I didn't get any of it on the stream, but we're back. So, thank you everybody who stuck in there. And we'll go ahead and get right into it. So, we already rolled initiatives during the break. Let me get the turn order in visible area. And I will adjust this camera a little bit. All right, so as we come back, you see, again, Val sort of smiling up at this monstrous creature that you've already spent the better part of the day fighting up here in full form. Its large, bony fingers just crawling around the sides of Val. This sort of like wicked, smiling, too tight skin around the skull, just sort of like turns towards the door and just looks at all of you. Just the flesh sort of pulling back even more in this sort of wicked smile as the claws begin to wrap around Val. So let's go ahead and...
You're so wise.
Asto, you're up.
Val, that's not Juan.
Blasphemy.
I'm gonna shoot Juan. Uh, 12.
I'm sorry, so 12 misses as the arrow just flies in the room and sort of body just sort of like creepily like moving to the side as the arrow flies. Again, this horrifying sight.
Okay, then I am going So run it.
Oh, sorry.
And slash it. Do I have sneak here, sir?
Yes. I mean, it's not sneak, but yes. Yes.
I have audacity, right?
Correct. $19 hits. So you watch the blade just sort of try to carve into it as the hands just sort of wrap around it and push it aside. It does sort of slice into one of the hands as it does, but it doesn't seem phased at all. It just sort of pushes you away.
I'm gonna just hop back a little bit. And yeah, I don't have my turn. I knew this would happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Hayes, you're up.
Where did you go, Asto? And I sort of move to just peer through the door and see this giant looming shadow. Oh, jeez, what is that? Okay, shit. He panic fires an arrow at it. That is a 10.
So again, as the arrow just sort of darts through, the blackness just sort of whips around it, and the arrow just bounces off to the side.
Val, get away from that. And that's my.
Gremnik.
Gremnik makes his way into the room and sees the familiar bony face.
Ha! I told you I weren't done with you. Now get over here.
As he charges across the room, he casts a Shield of Faith on himself with his bonus action. And when he gets into range, he whips his flail in a big overhand swing at it. That's 26.
26 hits.
8 bludgeoning.
Big boy.
Yeah, and you watch as the whole form just sort of like tries to desperately get out of the way of the flail as the flail just slams into the shadows. And although it just sort of kind of rips through, you see like chunks of it sort of come with it.
Oh, you don't like the taste of that, do ya?
He continues on gibbering and shrieking. That's the end of his turn.
Okay, Adeptus, you're up.
Well, let's have a look at you. Decided to stick around, did you? Well,
Fix this
taste
music.
the sting of my sling.
Oh, shit.
15 misses. As you go to, you start spinning the sling around to get up momentum, and the rock comes out a little too soon. It just sort of flies off, banging against the piano. Bing, bing,
Well, it appeared I fired my shot too soon.
Oh, the noise.
All that training at the Citadel prepared me for nothing. And that is my turn.
Quaylen.
I should go see what all the fuss is about. Oh dear God, that's quite a bit big. You didn't say one was so big. I don't think Mark can quite make it to him, can he? 30.
Doesn't look like it.
I don't think he'd be like one away, right?
Where did he start from?
I think he was right. Because he was he in front of me or behind me? Somewhere. I think I was. Yeah, I think we were.
You're trying to go 30 feet, right?
Yeah, that's all.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can get there.
Right here? Is that it?
You can get there. One up. Or to the right. Either way.
Yeah.
You know, take your time.
So sorry. I'm just seeing what I have left here to use. Can I pick?
I didn't look at your other thing. I'm so sorry. So you think you restored your spell slots? Let me look at the Artificer. I
I'm
forgot.
just wondering if I did, because at first I was looking up just vaguely, like I wasn't looking up the class, but then when you said some classes do and some don't, I was like, I don't actually know if this one does. So then I like Googled the Artificer. So I don't know if that's because I didn't actually look at the article or whatever.
They might, because you get half spell slots. So let me just double check.
So I actually don't know. I was looking that up. But I do have one left, so I will cast Catapult and hopefully fling one of these piano stools at it. Because I do have one spell slot left there for sure.
That was a horrible roll.
That was really bad, right?
What was this for?
For flinging a piano chair at Juan, or what would be Juan, or what Val believes to be Juan.
We're gonna duck.
Gotcha. Dexterity save. Okay, sorry. I was trying to answer your other question.
I didn't know if it had to hit first or not for the dex save.
Yeah. So 5 bludgeoning damage as the chair flies at it.
8 and it's 5.
Yeah. It's a real bummer.
Brutal.
Mark hit that guy.
The chair just sort of like passes through the shadowy form, just sort of like letting it go through it. Sure.
13 from Mark. Straight right.
I forget. Are Mark's attacks magical? Do they count as? I don't think so either.
I don't see why.
No, at 13 misses anyways.
That would be my turn.
Okay. Val.
Okay, so have I been just watching everybody just attack?
Make a wisdom
one?
save for me.
Okay. Or am I just staring at this book? Because I feel like the words are coming off the page. 19?
I would say in a moment of clarity, you actually turn and see the creature sort of wrapping its claws around you. It's not one. Your friends are in there attacking it. The book, on the other hand, is trying to eat you.
It's...
The book
Okay,
is
so-
the book is a mimic.
I try to throw the book.
Does that give it an attack of opportunity?
At the same time, I'm trying to run away from this.
Have you guys seen
what
Army
I
of
thought
Darkness?
was one.
So if you move away, it's going to get to hit you.
I know, but I'm scared of it because of reasons. 17 hits for sure.
Okay. 17 piercing damage. We're going to run with this theme. And do me a favor and make a strength or dexterity check for 14 is your target. But
it's a check.
Save,
It's-
whatever. Yeah.
Wait, because I get, as per the
Mhm.
thing you sent me,
Mm-hmm.
disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will definitely use Dex.
Oh.
Oh,
So close.
oh, it was almost so good.
So as it reaches out and it grabs you actually and stops you in place.
From this location.
Actually, you know what? That's an opportunity attack, so never mind. No, you just get sliced as you try to make away. You take 17 piercing damage. I'm thinking of it like an actual attack roll. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm going to move. I'm going to move into this corner. And I threw the book.
Yeah. It's now it's hopping across the floor trying to get you.
Where?
Let's say here.
Okay. No, it's not getting closer. I'm gonna. And she's as I stick out my hand and push in a giant cone. I'm going to cast fear. Just because I'm so scared.
Oh.
Why are you looking at all of us?
No, what are you
I'm in the
doing?
corner. I'm scared, guys. I don't know what's happening.
So 30 feet in this direction?
Well, cone, so I'm going to direct it
Well,
toward this
toward-
way.
Toward Juan or towards the book? That's what I'm trying to determine.
Well, all of it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I hit the whole room in a cone, right?
No, so the cone would be... No, so the way a cone works... I don't know if it has the shape. So you would hit this way. Is it 30 feet this way? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, you definitely do. 30 feet this way. Yeah, oh, yeah. Well...
Good.
Quaylin, Asto, Gremnik, this creature, the book.
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
From where?
So everyone else needs to be scared. So that's a wisdom saving throw from all of you.
Oh my god.
I didn't need to roll that. I just did it to make it feel better. Because it's immune to fear. But yeah. I don't know. Val, does that pass?
I don't think it does. Yours must be.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 15. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oof.
15.
Okay. Asto. Kalita, you're actually fine. Because you're not in the room yet.
Oh, okay.
But Asto and Quaylin, you both drop your weapons. Quaylin, you drop Eleanor.
No.
Asto, you drop your saber. As Val is whatever the scariest thing in the world is to you.
Failure! No, get away!
Why does Gremnik just see Val?
And Gremnik just sees Val.
Oh, did I fail that?
I think
So you don't want to do it on. You can't do it now. You got to do it on your move. I think actually on your turn.
Sorry, I'm still very frightened.
All right. Kali, Val, is that end your turn? This is a good one.
Yeah. I mean, did the mimic get scared?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I'm done. I'm done.
Galita.
Okay, so I moved my 30 feet up to this monster. And
I think now you make a wisdom save.
right now?
Why? Huh?
It's concentration. Up to a minute.
Really?
No, wait, hold on.
No, yeah, it is
No.
duration, concentration up to. No, that's the people who have been feared. You don't hold the cone for. You don't hold the cone for
Right.
a minute.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
The people stay feared for a minute.
Good. I'm sorry. I just didn't want to let that pass if it was
Oh.
true.
Oh, hey, everybody. This is what he needed the white feather for. This is what it's all been leading up to. It's right here. See that shit? Are you fucking kidding me?
It is too. It is too. A white feather or the heart of a hen.
Oh,
Oh, he didn't even need
Glad I
both.
had
He just
nothing to
needed
do
the
with that.
feathers.
man.
Frickin'.
Am I glad that you got those feathers, Curtis?
Okay, I'm gonna swipe at it with my dagger.
Ugh.
22.
22 hits.
Sorry.
Ugh.
I wish you had described it as holding up the white feather.
I know. I honestly I forgot.
Oh.
I've been trying to figure that out this whole time. I was like, what spell needs a white feather?
Clearly the scariest one.
It didn't have to be a white hen.
All right, Cletus, you lash out at it with the dagger, and the shadows just sort of like you just sort of pass through them. It seems like again you scrape it a little bit, but it doesn't seem affected very much.
Okay. That's my turn.
Nice. Now it's my turn. Oh, what to do? What to do? Well, I got Kalita in front of me. I got Gremnik in front of me. I got Mark 1 in front of me. First thing we're going to do is we're going to hit Kalita. That's an 18.
Yep. That hits.
And it's 24 piercing damage as these massive skeletal claws just rip through and catch it and just pierce directly through one of your arms as you try to block it.
How many? 22?
24.
24.
Ooh.
Do I still have temporary hit points from before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gremnik does a 9 hit.
No.
It was a natural 1. So it as the claws sort of swipe towards you with the other hand, Gremnik. You pull up your flail and it sort of instinctually backs away. And with that, we will call it. The priest is going to come in. Hold on, let me roll something for old Solomon. Solomon sort of looks at you and looks back at the monster, Adeptus, and he says, "Take care of that creature. I'll take care of the rest." And he just sort of like rushes down here towards you, Val, and he is going to cast lesser restoration. This as a hand, he just like reaches a hand and puts it on your puts it directly on your chest. As this like blinding light just comes bursting for it. He's like, "The power of Laythander compels you."
Oh, I just got exercised.
I told you she was for that.
Wait, is that
cool
what
on that
happened
one.
here?
No, you weren't possessed, but it does heal you of the affliction.
Wow. Okay.
So you watch as the book just stops trying to bite at you and just drops to the floor, and the thing that was Juan, and it's still a creature.
So I'm still scared.
Wow. After.
No one.
Scramble over the piano.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Try and hide Adeptus's gown. That's my turn.
Okay. Oh, because you're still afraid. She's still holding concentration. Yeah.
Hello, my mackerel eating friend.
Is he a seal?
Mackerel.
Oh my god. Hayes.
I am going to move forward 30 feet to the side of the piano over here. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash to over behind him here. And I'm going to take out my rapier. And I'm going to try to just slice chunks of his shadowy body off of him. That's actually at advantage, so I'll roll one more time.
Yes, that's his matter, cat. Pivot and slash.
That's better, 25.
25 hits. So as you sort of dart around the shadows themselves, you sort of slide around the table and underneath it. The claws just sort of trying to slam down at you, and like as they go, they're like growing and extending along the floor. You stand up and just take a wide, sort of a wide jumping slash at it. Go ahead and roll the damage.
That's 7 piercing and 8 sneak, so that's 15?
Yeah, 15 points. And it's just the whole body sort of like shivers and quakes as your rapier just sort of like pierces through the shadow.
I twist it, and then it's my turn.
Is that how rapiers work?
Sure. They do now. Plus 1 rapiers do.
Gremnick.
Yeah, Gremnick's just in a frenzy. He's just trying to beat the crap out of the shadows. It's a natural 20.
Ooh.
And it grows another head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's 12 bludgeoning.
Yeah, you watch as you just begin to like as Hayes just sort of darts at it. You get it turns its body, and the head and everything just sort of like whips around to look at Hayes, and as it does, you just get a clear open shot, and you just whip the flail, and as the two heads all of a sudden become, the one head all of a sudden becomes two, as it just sort of multiplies in the air out of nowhere and just smashes into the back of it. The creature just roars in pain.
And stream of dwarvish cursing. That's the end.
Adeptus.
Adeptus brandishes his symbol and steps forward. Creature bathed in shadow, be gone from our presence. And he casts the Radiance of the Dawn. Which is a Constitution saving throw.
Fails. With an 8.
Constitution is found wanting. Demon.
You've been weighed and measured. Any man can change his stars. Okay, so yeah, I would roll 2d10 plus your cleric level for damage. So 14 points of damage. Yes, the sort of light, it sort of like cringes as the light of Lathander just shines behind it.
Bow before the light, you malworm.
Yes, malworm. Well, let me get this in here for you. Hold on. So it's 14, right? Okay. Quaylen, sorry. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Okay. Gotcha. Hard base, monster, David. Quaylen runs underneath the piano to the other side of the room. I guess that's it, right? Mark 1 hit.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So Mark 1 just attempts to swipe at it. The form just sort of like, again, just dissipating into shadow as it just sort of passes through. Miss Vidania.
Oh, I feel so much better. Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. At that, she ends her concentration on the fear spell and stops trying to disguise herself as people's greatest fears.
It's a good disguise.
Thank you. I was gonna say Solomon, but Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, I need you to look at me for a second. I cast another mantle of inspiration. I am so pretty now. And that will be on Quaylen, Hayes, or Asto. You don't look. Adeptus. And Kalita. Yeah, the fourth top row.
Yeah, almost
What
bursting
about-
through the darkness and the fear is this illuminating light that inspires you to move your movement and take 8 additional hit points of temporary.
10 hit points.
Oh, 10, I'm sorry.
No, 8. 10.
Oh,
I said
no.
10. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I said 10.
That'll help.
Hmm.
I'm so pretty.
Go be pretty somewhere else.
Do you guys want to move?
A solid 6. I feel inspired.
No, I don't want to move.
You don't have to hide anymore.
Right, affected by this thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she dropped
What
the
can I
fear.
do?
You can move up to your movement speed, that's all.
10 hit points.
Back to pick up where my sword was. Does it cost me anything to pick up the sword?
Bonus action.
Yeah.
You got 8 temporary hit points as well, Asta. I don't know if you...
That's very nice, thank you.
So you can't pick up your sword this turn.
I understand.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at the creature. I believe that. Wait, that was enough talking. Never mind. I'll call it there.
You still have an action?
Can I use it?
Yeah.
Still.
Mhm.
Okay. I am gonna cast. You foul beast! How dare you disguise yourself as my friend, our friend! With that, she casts Dissonant Whispers. It's a wisdom save.
And it fails.
I believe it also has to move away from me.
No, it doesn't.
No?
Mm-mm.
Fair enough.
It's immune to all fear or frightening. And so I think that's a side effect that's fear, right?
I'll post it.
Yeah, let me look.
About polite manners, could you please?
How do I... It's not giving me an option to post it.
I rolled, I don't know, roll 20.
Anyway, your whisper is a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage, and it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. If the creature doesn't move...
You know, I guess it's not. Like, it doesn't dictate that it's a fear.
It's just like a compulsion to move.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll give it to you. It's a reaction. Here you go.
Yes!
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to fight it.
It's 14.
14 misses.
Do we all get it back?
No, it's still in your range. It didn't move out of your range.
Oh,
Sorry.
My bad.
That's my turn.
However, Kalita, you can attack it for real now, if you want.
okay, first I want to turn into a bear, though.
I think you get a bigger, badder bear now that you're level 6 too. I think you get like a polar bear or something.
Bear leader.
I'm just going to turn into a bear.
The Great White Buffalo.
Be the best bear.
I'm really afraid of.
Don't let anybody tell you what kind of bear you can be. Be the best bear you can
Or I will be.
I cannot bear the anticipation.
Watch us clear the bears at all.
This fight get grizzly.
I'm just waiting for my token to change. Oh, polar bear.
Ooh.
Wow.
Polarized caps are disappearing, and Kalita's pissed up.
Oh my god. Oh, dude.
That's amazing.
Also, have you heard of Coca-Cola?
I don't even fit into my old square.
Yeah, so level 6 did cool things for the druid. I was taking a look, man. Like, good shapes, and your all your attacks in beast form are magical. It was kind of a blah level for the cleric. Like, I didn't really get much for level 6, but druid, like, you know, beefed right up.
Oh, I still get to bite. Yes.
I think bear still has a multi-attack, yeah, where you get to bite and claw, I think.
Yeah, but I'm gonna bite and then claw.
DM, are you muted?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to fix everything.
Oh, okay.
All right, we are good to go. So, bite, a 9 misses, an 18 hits. So you attempt to bite at it. The shadow sort of darts out of the way as her size just like grows into this bear. This giant white coated bear. The claw does hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Is it attack?
Yep. 13 slashing as it screams as these claws just seem to tear through and like grab a bit of the shadow and just like rip it.
So good.
Rip
Haha,
it,
you
rip
get it, girl. You get it good.
Yeah. How do I want to do this? Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? So you watch the form just like moves down a little bit. It just like comes back towards you. Starts like clawing across the ground, pulling itself towards you, Gremnick. And then the form explodes. The shadows just like begin to cascade out around it. I need Constitution saving throws from Polar Bear Lita, Mark 1, Gremnick, and Hayes.
It's an 18.
An 8.
Oh wait. Yes.
Oh, never mind. I already did roll it. Ignore that.
You guys are good? All right.
Yep.
18, 8. Where's Mark 1? Oh, 13? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is that?
They're big.
Okay, so Hayes, you take 40 points of
Oh.
necrotic damage.
What?
Quaylen, Mark 1 takes
What?
40 points of necrotic damage as the shadows just sort of explode out.
That, yeah. Ow. Okay.
Yeah.
I collapse to the floor.
Mark 1 just shuts down.
Oh, wow. Nobody even cares.
Yeah.
Your friends don't even care about you.
We're just stunned.
That's shock.
As the
I
creature
was
just
muted.
appears,
Freaking
like...
I thought it was somebody's turn. So
Actually, I'll do even one better. I'll have it come here. The creature just appears behind in the shadowed room. The claws just like reaching out towards you, Val, just coming out from the door. With that, the priest is going to watch everything that happened. Oh, yes. Well, 10, 15.
You gonna save us all, priest?
As per usual.
Ha!
You're just paying us back for when we got here.
Yes, well, that's quite right.
How many damage does the polar bear take?
I think you and I passed that save.
You guys passed and you take nothing. Yeah, it's unreal. But
I only rolled an 11.
you only rolled an 11. I thought you rolled a 15.
That
Well,
was
you-
second turn.
Oh, then you take 40 points of damage. Yeah.
Okay, well the bear has 42, so I'm
Yeah. So you're down to 2. Yeah.
2 bear hit points.
I'm still up.
Oh.
Yeah. If your bear hit points get depleted, like you just go back into your Kalita form, right?
and then yeah, you could technically turn into a bear again.
I'm still a bear right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. If you run out of hit points.
So you watch as the High Inquisitor comes up, and again he presents the holy symbol of Lathander, and after muttering some words, he says, "Be gone, foul beast!" And he like forces it. You can watch this like he like forces his fist with this holy symbol into it, and you watch the shadow just sort of like pull back away as the light just starts pushing it further and further into the room before it just vanishes.
Ah, we're done with that priest.
Well, you have a minute. You all have a minute before it comes back. Hurry, do what you must. Gather yourselves.
Gremnick walks over to Hayes' prone form and kneels before him. He puts his pipe in his mouth, and then Gremnick puts his mouth over the bowl of the pipe and like blows smoke into Hayes' mouth, using his channel divinity to restore half. Well, how many hit points do you have, Hayes, in total?
31.
31? Okay, so yeah, restore half your hit points.
I've never had a medieval shotgun before. Okay.
And it still sort of smells like body parts.
His head whips around and he's immediately choking and gagging and
Gremnick gives him a good tap in the solar plexus with his palm.
Ah, you'll be all right. On your feet.
Oh, okay. I lift myself up, and I'm trying to catch my breath, and that was not pleasant. Okay. I dust myself off and
45 seconds, gentlemen. He's fighting back.
Yeah, I get on my feet, and I just ready myself. I'm actually going to use my hide action, and try to hide behind this desk over here.
It's coming back right where you kicked it out, like.
I don't cast this often, so I'm not 100% sure, but I believe so.
Alright, well, Gremnick readies himself with his flail, like, ready to swing the moment that it appears, like readying an action.
I was going to go and sit on this piece of furniture here.
Can I? Oh, right, I'm moving. I cast Healing Word on Val.
Quaylen! No, help Quaylen! Don't help me!
What's wrong with me?
Oh wait.
Myself up and down.
Wait, I'm sorry, I thought you like totally died. Oh my god! I was on mute, nobody was talking, and I'm like, oh god.
No, it was Mark 1 that took all that damage.
I have
Oh, okay. Oh.
Mark is just slumped over, sparks flying, a dead chicken slops off his head and onto the ground.
I figured he lost that when he fell down the cellar door. I wasn't sure.
But now I can get the rest of the feathers.
Yeah, you'll get something, Elf.
I mean, it was a plucked dead chicken.
There's still something there.
It's quite rancid, covered in salmon.
I placed my egg next to it.
It's only been
Which
a few
came
hours.
first?
What's my spellcasting ability modifier?
Third page.
15?
So,
DC, spell attack bonus?
Spell save DC, the one in the middle.
Ah, 15.
Yep.
spellcast ability modifier would be a thing like charisma or.
Yeah, it's your wisdom modifier because you're a
Yeah.
cleric.
Ah.
Okay. So let me just run down the list. Asto, are you ready? Are you doing anything?
Sitting here looking at the sword and just myself for dropping it.
Yep. So you pick up your sword, ready to go. Okay. Quaylen.
Yes.
Are you doing anything? You've
I
got just a moment. It's coming back.
Is it my turn? I'm sorry, I don't.
We had a minute. We had a minute to do whatever we needed to do, and that minute is very soon up. 6 seconds.
Oh, well, during
sorry,
the time
my turn.
I healed.
Oh, you
I
were
did
waiting
healing
for
word.
turn
on
order.
Val.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we're out of turn order right now. You're just getting your preparation.
Yeah,
He banished the thing, so we got a certain amount of time to prepare ourselves before it comes back.
Oh, well.
I was waiting for turn order for a bit too.
I have no clue what's going on.
I don't want to lose it because it's
During
going to
that
go right back
time,
around.
I did healing word on Val.
It
which
felt great.
Which was a 6 plus
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
Which is my wisdom. And also I handed a potion of minor healing to Hayes and a potion of the heal up above minor. What's that? I've just got his potion of healing, but it's not a minor one.
Is it the one you got here?
Yeah. You see there's 2 in my inventory.
Yeah, because Gremnick gave it to you, right? He tried it and gave it to you.
I think I bought it.
Yeah, so that's normal
from
then.
Crone. Yeah, it's a normal one, but then I went back and another time and I bought minor ones from her.
Yeah, I swear Gremnick gave you one here a couple weeks ago. Maybe you guys didn't identify it, but it was a healing potion.
Yeah, you said it was a healing potion. It just didn't look like a healing potion as I knew them, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, okay. So I've got 2 of them then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I give one each to Val and one to Hayes.
Which one do you give? Who do you give the one that you got here?
I have 2 potions of healing, right?
Right. One of them is just a regular potion of healing, and the other one is the one that you got here, that Gremnick told you is a potion of healing. You see what I'm saying?
I see. I have 2 potions of minor healing, 2 potions of healing. So I have 4 in total.
I think I think it was only supposed to be potions of healing.
So they're all the same.
Correct. So you have 2 potions of healing. I don't know why. I think I probably dragged them in, and they came out as potions of healing. You probably put them in as potions of minor healing.
But they're all healing. Sorry, I'm getting confused.
No, they're not all healing. You have 2 potions of healing. There is no minor healing. It's just there's the healing, and then there's steps above it.
There's no minor. All right,
Yeah.
cool. That was my bad. All right, yeah. Well, the 2 ones that I know are healing potions.
Yeah.
I give one of them each.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's
But you also have another random healing potion that Gremnick gave you.
Try it on the polar
Sorry, I
bear.
can't actually. Oh yeah, how do you feel, Madam Polar Bear?
I have 2 hit points, but I can also heal myself in Beast Form now. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that
Can
you're not gonna make it that far. I mean, that's a lot.
No, that's fair.
To be fair, Quaylen, you did a tinkering check to try to fix.
No, actually, silly me, wrong tools. Has to be that way.
What is the roll for him?
It's actually a good point. If it has died within the last hour, you can use your smith's tools as an action to revive it, provided you are within 5 feet of it, and you expend 1 spell slot. So that all depends on if I restored spell slots.
Let's just say yes. Although my problem is I just don't feel like you're gonna get Mark 1 back up in a minute.
The Steel Defender returns to life after 1 minute with all of its hit points restored.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's gonna eat your next round.
That's fair.
Okay.
Get him back up this time.
Because by the time you had to go, you had to pick up Eleanor, get over there, and all of this is happening again in the course of a minute, right?
Yeah, I was over at Eleanor though from the action, the move from Val.
Okay. I'll think about it. Okay. Val, are you doing anything?
I was just gonna ask, did you say that I healed 6 plus 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do, yeah, plus my spellcaster modifier, which is Wisdom 7. And I rolled a 6.
Okay. Wait, your modifier?
Yeah, that's what I was asking about.
That's without proficiency bonus.
What?
So you'd get it from your first page, not your spell page.
No, I didn't.
What are you guys talking about?
Someone. What is my spell? Modifier. Yeah. My wisdom modifier is 7.
Is it?
Why are you?
Oh no, hang on. Or is that the? It's 4. Is it part of the main?
Yeah. It's already calculated in there.
I think I always get this wrong. So it's plus 4, not 7 then.
Yeah, so it's 2. Yeah, you rolled a 2, 1d4 plus 4 for your wisdom. So yeah, so it's 6 total.
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I forgot.
No worries. Val?
No.
No, nothing.
No, I did my talking and stuff. I wish I could, but I feel like there was no time for me to do what I wanted to. So.
All right.
Well, whilst I was giving the potion, Val, take this. If you become injured again, drink it. Same to you, Master Cat.
I'll drink it.
Okay, I take it.
In a flash of bright light, this like fire and flame like bursts into the room, and in this burst of flame, the creature just sort of like rips through it. These claws just piercing through, almost like the flame is like a cloth, like a painting, and it just like pulls through it. This angry skull screaming as it pulls itself back out. Gremnik, you were prepared for this, and you have a swing prepared, so automatically go ahead and roll an attack.
Haha, been waiting me whole life.
Oh my god.
Oh. So that's plus an additional 2 damage from the other extra head that's on it, right?
Yeah.
So that's 16.
16?
Yeah.
Nice. So as the creature comes out again, you violently start swinging the flail, and the 2 heads suddenly turns into 3. As all 3 of them just slam against the creature as it's pulling itself out. It falls back into the flames a little bit before just yanking itself back out finally. The jaw like dislocated, like cracks back into place.
Haha, not smiling now, are ya?
My word, Master Dwarf. The thing won't forget that in a hurry.
Gonna forget everything pretty quick here.
Asto.
Sheathe the sword. And take out his skull. And just continue looking. And that is my turn. And do nothing here.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Very bad. I don't got no wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Seven.
You know how to do it? Can you hear me?
I can't hear a thing.
Oh, I was muted. I'm sorry. Roll 1d100 for me.
$28.
All right. Roll 1d10.
Two.
You got it?
Where?
Discord. Hayes, you're up.
Okay. Would I be able to get past if I tried to go through the doorway?
No, there's no way through.
And also, are elven arrows considered to be magical? They're plus. I've got 9 elven arrows that are +3.
Yes, anything plus is magical. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use my movement to get an angle on the creature over here by Toylan. And I'm going to, let's see. So is that because I don't have it as a thing to roll? So do I? Would I just roll a short bow attack and add 3 damage, or is it +3 to the attack?
Both.
Okay. And he's engaged, I'm assuming.
Sure.
Okay, so that's with advantage. For that first roll is a 26. I'm gonna try it again. Yeah, so 26 to hit. 29 to hit.
Okay. 29 hits.
And,
Who drew Juan? Who typed Juan on there? how did you even do that?
that was Astro.
Nope.
No?
Only I see one.
So that's 7 piercing, 9 sneaks, so that's 16 damage. With the additional 3, that's 19 damage.
Damn, Jordy.
So you watch as the creature, like, again, pulls itself out from this, like, flaming abyss behind it. And as it does, it screams in the face of Gremnik, those claws just leering up, overcasting through the doorway. You see just this shape and these 2 glowing red eyes as these claws are coming down towards the Inquisitor and Gremnik, both raising hammers to defend themselves. As this arrow just shines through, glinting off the daylight from Adeptus' spell. It just weaves in between the 2 of them and slams into the forehead of the creature. And you watch as it screams again before it just bursts into shadow one more time.
Where did it go?
Take that, you shit.
Ah, get back! I'm gonna kill you again!
Third
And
time
again.
lucky. I don't trust it. Be ready.
Yeah, that is. I don't believe that it is dead.
Was that the same one that I'd killed before, or be that a new one?
No, you fought this thing before?
Aye. Didn't you see? No, I suppose you didn't. Aye, we were coming downstairs to look for you, actually, matter of fact. And it to grab the old fancy pants here as we're heading down the stairs. Old Gremnick, he saved the day.
Did he do that before? He turned a burst into shadows and disappeared?
Aye, whole 9 yards. It would granted that for once he got a good look at old Gremnick. Don't you know? They'll be throwing parades for me in this town for generations.
We're out of combat now?
We are. Yep.
Then Astor is gonna draw his sword and stop it just underneath Adeptus's throat.
Oh.
State your name and purpose, sir. And noticing the bear in the room, he's gonna try and grab Adeptus and use him as a shield towards the bear.
What on earth are you doing?
Would you one of you want to tell me what's going on here?
Astor, nothing's going on. We just fought a monster.
Has a sea slug crawled in your ear, you hedge-born
Salt
filth?
me again, and I'll cut your neck. How do you know my name? He nods at Hayes.
Well, I can't say that I'm not surprised, for one.
You.
This place has been making us do some weird things, guys.
One of you tell
So
me
it's
why I'm here.
okay.
Your name's Asto. Found you starving in a hole in the ground near the ancient home of me people. You've been with us ever since.
How long ever since?
And 30, 50 drinks?
Years?
Maybe 70.
Years. What?
No. It's been like a month.
Hey,
Or
50 to 70 drinks or so, around there.
Don't confuse him now. He's got his blade at my throat.
You're right. I'm sorry.
You don't remember crossing the sea with us? No? Old Gremnick on the boat? Oh, Gremnick don't like boats.
Lightly looking back, trying to talk to us. You mean really to tell me you remember nothing?
Actually, no. I don't. What? Why is there a bear?
Bear's got a name.
Sometimes it's a rat.
Aye. Other times, a crow. That one time, a large spider.
Should I turn back into Kalita now, just to show him? Maybe a weird amount more. I don't know.
The High Inquisitor starts walking towards him. Well, I can for certain take care of this at least one more time if it's required.
Inquisitor, do not react harshly. I fear his mind has been afflicted by this house.
I am aware, Master Theodore. I am aware. I'm saying I can take care of it for you again, as I did with the elf.
House. Caught the elven crazies. They can't help it.
Adeptus and turns to square on with the Inquisitor.
Yes, well, that seems about right. I could tell you what I know of him, but I don't think it will help the situation.
So, Astor, just trust that we are no harm to you. We are trying to restore your memory. You'll remember us in a moment.
Yes, just relax and let me lay hands upon you.
It's just watching.
What are you doing? You're just gonna let the Inquisitor grab you?
I mean, yeah. I guess this wouldn't be a problem right now, right?
I'm not you, man. So the Inquisitor He grabs his holy symbol again. Out, vile demons! The power of Lathander compels you. Leave this treasonous pirate dog.
Exercise.
I need cast lesser restoration. Well, that's sort of stumbles for a little bit. I'm that'll do it for me on those tonight. So, no one else get a mental disorder, please.
It's gonna be hard while we're still inside this place, I think.
Hey, Master Pirate.
I agreed with the pointy-eared one.
Master Pirate, do you remember us now? Are you back? Yes?
I'm here.
All right. Would you mind taking your saber from my stomach, please?
Apologies.
Yes, right. All right. Well, now what, intrepid adventurers? This has been a blast.
Yeah. Tall drink and a nap, what old Grimnick's thinking.
Well, it's your city. Would you say we have enough evidence to free our friend?
He sort of looks over at the polar bear. Pauses for a moment.
You see, you hear those sounds? That's the sound of innocence.
If I may play Orcus's advocate for a moment. We still do not have proof that your friend is not behind this. I mean, she is... although there are creatures and things in this house, I have not seen what you're telling me about. I don't know. Can you not still feel the evil here?
I can very much. But do you think Lady Arganel returned to this house and sat in that dining room and ate her dinner in peace?
To be honest, I don't know what to think. But alas, if you're looking for proof, I can't say that we found it.
Did find many.
We did find quite a bit, yes.
Lythander's light, twice, has spared her. If she were evil, it would have burnt her like the rest of those creatures. The radiance of the dawn does not lie, Inquisitor.
Well, the intentions behind it, perhaps. You believe her to be an ally, and it's hard to say.
Can I try to roll persuasion with my Radiance of the Dawn chat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ah, damn you! I knew it would fail. I put all my goodwill into that roll.
I understand what you're saying, Master Theodore, and trust me, at this point, I believe that there's something very foul afoot. However, be that as it may, regardless of the source, it is our duty at this point as servants of the light to rout it out and abolish it from this home, from our city.
Of course, Inquisitor. It is our duty. We
Perhaps
shall discuss the matter post.
Yes.
I presume.
Perhaps the position of the church should change. Instead of this being a trial, let us now consider this a proposal. Help me rid the city of whatever vile incarnation is clearly hunting you down as well, and attempting to falsify your good names. And not only shall you find your freedom, but I will make sure that there is some sort of recompense as well.
Ha! Aye. Now you're speaking Gremnik's language. Parading us about like criminals, hands bound behind our backs. Ha! No. I demand a writ. A writ declaring us heroes.
Master,
who see it.
I will see what
Gremlin, that's brilliant.
I will.
Dwarf's ears grew twofold just then, Inquisitor.
I will see. I will see what is within my power to achieve for you, but I would be remiss to not tell you that I cannot believe this is the first time any of you has been paraded around as a criminal.
Wrongfully, though. Like,
Well, you called me treasonous, mate.
Yes, well, I mean that was.
What is it? What? I'm unsure of what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, there's that incident with the Navy outside of Peladorna.
Yes.
Did you not attack Caucasian ships and relieve them of not only supplies but also their trousers? If I remember the report.
You're wrong. It's not me that you're talking about.
So it's a different Asto the Red.
It's not uncommon.
That left the ship saying, "Remember who took your trousers, boys? Asto the Red, renowned pirate of the Shining Coast." That was a friend of yours. We can discuss these matters later, Master Asto. For now, let us say that we are in a temporary alliance in the situation we find ourselves in, as you are clearly in slightly better company.
aye, parades, statues. People naming their children Gremnik for generations to come.
Well, if we make it out of here alive, we can discuss some of that. I think you're overestimating the influence of my position. Anyways, before the creature comes back again, what is our plan then?
Well, a good drink and a nap. I ain't fighting nothing more until I've had a few hours of sleep.
Yeah, I second that notion.
If the creature is to return, how should we banish it for good?
Ha, it can keep coming back.
Gremnik shakes his flail menacingly.
Keep coming back again and again.
Val, that fancy the magic house that you have, do you know if it will protect us from something like that?
I mean, I don't know. We've tested it together only, really. And what's that been, like, twice, maybe? We could find out. Like, I'm just really intrigued by this thing.
Well, that critter seemed to not care for the taste of me charmed steel. Can't imagine it'd be favoring the little dome you'd be popping up for us to sleep in anymore, you know?
What thing are you talking about? This thing?
Yeah.
You know,
It's
you know,
just-
the
I
elf
feel like
trick.
I've seen these before. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. We could probably most definitely sleep in my little hut all together, all warm and such. At that, I try and press on these white sticks. That's beautiful. Guys, did you hear that?
What are you doing, elf?
This thing, this makes beautiful sounds. Way better than my lute.
You may have a point there.
That's a lute. And listen to this thing. I could just try and press the keys.
Sorry, roll 20 is being
there it is.
very difficult. Are you hearing it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
sounds
It's not even playing on my end.
I'm not.
There it is.
What do you think? It's my new song. It's called See. See things you're not supposed to.
That's very, very good. Maybe we'll find another one once we're not in danger in the house. Where is that? Where is that book that was attached?
I threw it. I threw it over in the corner behind you, to your right. When you're looking at me.
Okay. Do I see the book?
So the book that she threw is it's actually the book itself is called it's sort of a study of the Eddas, including the major, the poetic, the lesser. It's not the one that Adeptus is still holding.
Okay.
Neat. Anyway, yeah, you guys wanted to take a nap?
See, the thing is, we keep going crazy in here, and I don't feel like hanging around and resting inside a place that we go crazy. A bunch of shadow monsters. Even if we have that hut, I don't have confidence that it'll protect us very well.
It seemed to be isolated to inside the house. Like, what if we just went outside? At least that's the way it felt on the outside, because the house looked really weird.
Ha! Go for a little nap on the front step, like. It wouldn't be the first time.
Because as much as I'd love to finish the job, I think we're all looking pretty beat up.
I won't leave till I find where this last bolt goes.
Who's to say we'll be able to get back in after we exit?
Damn it!
The house does have a mind of its own.
I don't know, guys.
Go ahead.
No, I just don't know.
I say we. Are you playing that?
I keep hearing it too.
No one's touching.
That wasn't me. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Gremnick. It sounded kind of pretty.
Eh?
So, do you think you could maybe if we watch it?
I don't know. I couldn't hear it well enough to. Do you remember?
No, I'm not. This is not my specialty. I can try. Hold on. And I start randomly just pressing keys on the piano.
I don't have that pre-recorded.
Fingers are sure fat.
Like a cat walking across the piano.
Actually, I literally walk across it. That's what I do. See? I can play with all my fingers and toes.
Wow. You really were born for this.
Oh, I know. Look at this. But yes, we should probably find safety if we plan to rest. I don't know if this hut is safe enough, but if we step outside, unless we get attacked by gargoyles again.
Yeah, I'm going for the door. You coming, Gremnick?
I guess it's
Sick of talking
not
about it.
that
We're going.
weird that we heard the same song or anything. A lot of shit going on around here.
Gremnick, so you're going for the door? Or is everybody going for the door? I know Roll20 is going Like
I'm
mock -45 right now. So as you guys go for the door itself, the door just does not budge.
Ah,
A voice sort of permeates throughout the house. It just sort of echoes through each room. Oh, you didn't think I would just let you leave now, did you? You're here to play this little game with me. And I will kill and eat each and every one of you. But where to start? Well, by my watch, you have about 45 minutes before my pet comes back. See if you can find me by then, 5 best friends.
He knows
Because if you don't, I'm going to eat each of you in pieces, little ones, one at a time, and I'll let you watch each other get devoured by me. And Master Hayes, you'll be the last to die. And I just can't wait. But I don't want to spoil the fun. Come and get me. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
What did he mean by the little ones?
Oh, come at me, you backwards-handed freak! Oh, I'm going to kill him so hard. He's gonna be so dead, so dead.
All right, guys. Thank you for thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for sticking in there as we had yet another eventful, actually audio problem free, with the exception of the issues with Roll20 at the end of the night. So I apologize for that. Big shout out, thank you to BB War Games for sponsoring the episode and making all of our incredible maps for us. If you guys want incredible maps like ours to play your own Dungeons and Dragons adventures on, feel free to hit up old Big Ben at BB War Games, the casual hobbyist, and check out his Patreon because he's got all the maps that we use as well as some other ones that we don't. So with that, stay tuned. I have no idea when all the stuff we're working on is going to drop. As to the rest of the team, thank you very much. Always a pleasure. You guys made that a blast as usual. And with that, we will see you next Tuesday.
You next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
cheers.
All right, thanks, guys.